notebook, Wendy with a pen, digging through the dark where the secrets been. Questions fly like bullets, truth cuts deep in the shadows where nightmares creep. Watch them break it down, unveil the lies, under lurid skies where the danger hides. The fire in their veins and the trust in their eyes. Randy and Wendy taking you for a ride. Clues left scattered like whispers in the wind. Every page they turn closer to the end. No stone unturned.
Here was Beanie Politan.
Through the chaos they pave the way. Watch them break it down, unveil the lies, under lurid skies where the danger hides. The fire in the face. Randy and Wendy taking you for a ride.
You can't talk about the jury in a current case. You can't do that. You're putting the jurors' lives in danger.
Clues left scattered like whispers in the wind. Every page they turn closer to the end. No stone unturned, no mystery safe. Through the chaos they pave the way. Watch them break it down, unveil the lies, under lurid skies where the danger hides. The fire in their veins and the trust in their eyes. Randy and Wendy taking you for a ride. Late nights burn bright under the moon. Answers buried deep, they'll find them soon.
Here is the buffer zone
Glory on a darkened stage.
right here.
Randy and Wendy
And if you are wearing a Karen Reed shirt or hat, you get arrested.
And that's wrong. And you could cause a mistrial.
That never gets old. That's
Never.
wrong, and you can cause a mistrial.
That and razzle dazzle, I'm telling you. Hey, Carla, Mickey, He-Man, love your new name. Aimer,
Drive
Why is it-
carefully. Drive
why is it-
carefully, Carla.
it's not showing their usernames, actually. It's showing their ats.
Yeah, who's Dolphin Medley? Who's that?
That's Aimer.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, no. I don't know everybody's apps.
I don't either.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Thanks, YouTube. Or Stream. I
Golly.
guess it's StreamYard. Thanks, StreamYard. Appreciate the update.
Well, I'm on the YouTube side looking and
Oh, YouTube's doing that too?
mhm,
Well, that's not going to help us.
no. Hey, Cheyenne.
Well, darn. That it's
It
going
does
to be
suck.
tricky. I'm
Aimer, I
sorry,
tried to
guys,
find
if we
you.
don't know your name. Well, if I don't, if I don't know your name, I'm so sorry. I'll do my very best.
Anyone else watching Lauren from Hidden True Crime Stalker case? I saw something today, but I mean,
I just heard about it today.
yeah, I don't.
So I don't know anything else about it other than it's happening, but I hope she's okay. She's awesome. And
She
that's,
is,
that's kind of scary.
and she's
Who's-
been featured now on a few TV shows. So I think
Who's stalking her?
I don't know.
Is it someone that she's covering or has covered in the past?
Hey, Mama Stone. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. Hey, that's my
I don't know because I think it says S Stone.
Okay.
I
Good
watched
Lord.
it.
You guys are gonna have to help me.
Yeah, it's Karen
Same, He-Man.
at Handle it, and
Hey,
I don't.
Karen.
Yeah, well, that's what it has. The entire it's saying at He-Man, She-Man, which is why I thought that you changed your name.
Right. Yeah. It says at, and Carla Ray says at Carla Ray 7614, when normally it would just say Carla Ray.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah,
unfortunately, we might. See, I don't know who
Brian.
BRIANG. I don't know who that is.
Our Brian. Our Brian.
My real name is
Some of the things
Laura.
I'm just guessing, but I can kind of tell. But there's
I recognize Sweet. I know some of your pictures, but I don't know them all. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be fun.
I've been watching the Granny case from last year. Wow, she can't remember her name. I don't know what you're talking about. Great.
We
That's
need
just what we
to-
need, YouTube.
We need to pick a new case to follow, Randy. Like I was listening to our opening
bad.
and I'm like, what's the next case that we're going to? What's the next Like, because
Well-
I've been following the Alexi Treviso case, which that case has me all angry. And I've been following the Donald Adelson and all of those. That just finished.
Yeah.
Like, do you have an idea of what the next case is going to be that we want to cover?
I don't because of, and today y'all know, so look, I mean, I was telling y'all I have a UTI, so just the thoughts
I
of
don't know why.
huh? What?
Why you tell people your private business? I have no idea why you do that.
I don't know, just the thought of going somewhere right now, I'm like, ugh. And then,
All right.
you know, then we're going on that vacation next week. Or, well, so, but we got to find a case because I'm ready to get back on it. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm missing doing some of our true crime stuff. Like, I missed it.
We have, you know, the new van we need to break in. I think we're going to call her Matilda.
I
And
love that. I think that's
yeah.
perfect.
she
Got arrested at the airport. She murdered her son-in-law. Oh, damn.
she's talking
That's the
about
Donald
Adelson.
Adelson case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that case just ended. She just got sentenced.
Me too, Cheyenne.
I did not, sweet. I did not hear that song.
Stepson
Something
is
tells me
started.
it's fantastic, though.
She's doing court 1031. Is it just like another arraignment? Because that would be a good one. The Kimberly
Who?
Sullivan, the Connecticut woman who imprisoned her stepson.
Oh, and he started a house fire. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, remember that? He started a fire so it was either die or get me out of here. And then she's all smiling saying, no, that's not what he wanted to be there. And why were there
Yeah,
shackles
everybody
in
wants
his
to be in
room,
a
ma'am?
cage.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that.
Mm-hmm.
The Donald Adelson sentencing, she just got sentenced just this week, just a couple days ago. And I'm always amazed at these guilty. Sarah Boone did it. All of them do it. I don't think we've heard one that hasn't done it. They get up there and instead of showing any remorse or even saying sorry, they get up there and they blast the judge. They say the most ridiculous stuff about how this was an unfair jury, unfair judge, unfair trial because we didn't get moved like we wanted it. We should have had a different jurisdiction or whatever. We should have been moved to a different location.
Yeah.
And everybody that got up and spoke for her was the same. Even little Harvey, who hasn't said a word this whole time. I thought he was this little pipsqueak of a man, but no, he got up there with his little paper in his hand and blasted the judge.
Corrupt, I say.
I just kept saying, you guys are so dumb. Like, okay, so of course, then the judge is like, all right, well, I sentence you to life. Bye-bye. And that's it. Like, of course, you stupid. Why do you not even at least say sorry or try to act like, I don't know. Hi, Beaven. How are you, honey?
Hey, Steady.
Oh, have fun with your granddaughter at the pumpkin patch. That's adorable. I love
Yes.
that. Have a good time.
Yeah, I was supposed to have one of mine today, but blah. So if I have an attitude, so be it. Sorry, not
You're
sorry.
Yeah, you don't
No.
have to be.
I actually can't stand people that say sorry, not sorry, so I take that back. Let me put my cocky meter away.
Sometimes I am sorry, not sorry, but
Yeah.
I try not to
Look,
use
there's
that phrase.
people
if I
that
don't have to.
overuse it. Tam Tam learned a word yesterday. Now I can't remember what it was, but she used it. And I was playing the game and I started counting. I was like, yep.
No,
Damn, I
she
wish I could
she loves
remember.
herself a new word.
She does.
She loves to build that vocabulary.
She must have got a calendar.
Oh dear.
Hey, Black Eagle. So I thought boarding my dog was going to be a big deal, because nobody ever wants to keep him.
Oh,
And,
you can't stay with the kids?
Well, yeah, well, that's what. So, no, Kansas City Lights. I don't think you're emailing the right email. It's stuartrandy1@gmail.com. I went through everything. I cannot find it.
Did you look in your junk mail?
Mm-hmm. Well, he has these allergies and he's old and he's lazy.
He is kind of a
But,
hot mess. Bless him.
He is. God bless him. And no, so I asked Steph and she's like, sure. And then Timber called and she's like, why did you ask Steph to keep Omar? I'm like, well, because we're needed somebody to keep him. Well, why didn't you ask me? I'm like, really? And then Steph called and she's like, what? Are you just going to let Timber keep Omar?
Now they're fighting over him?
Yeah.
You couldn't give this dog away last week. Now they're fighting over him.
No. So here's the thing. I know now what to do. Well, who's going to keep Guy? Well, you know what? Flip a coin and put him in a
Right.
car, and good luck with that.
Is that this guy your cat?
Yeah, I have one
Yeah.
dog, one cat now.
What
Full
happened with the
butter. I
kitten?
copied it from your about section. It didn't get returned. I wanted to talk crazy. I want to talk to you too, and politics. Do what now?
What happened with the kitten that you had? Did you
We
find a home
rehomed
for
it.
it?
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh,
We
that's
found
good.
homes. Yes. Well, okay, so losing my 20-year-old cat really messed with me. Like, I didn't talk about it much. Even my friend, Summer, she's like, I can't believe how well you're handling this. Well,
When did that happen?
I told you when Chumley died.
No, you didn't. I don't remember that. When did that happen?
So it's been like 2 months, probably a month and a half.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Yeah, we had to have him put to sleep because, I mean, frankly, here I go with frankly. I waited too long. I can't today, Kansas City Lights, because we have another topic, but soon, very, very soon. Yeah, oh, was it you I told Shamat? Well, look, he was so old, uncomfortable, and I just really waited too long because I didn't want to let him go.
Yeah.
And
20 years old is long life for a cat.
yeah, we don't even know if he was older than that. We had him for 20 years.
That's awesome, though. That's a nice long life for a kitty.
He had a great life.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I'm volunteering for this pain and I'm not doing it anymore. Now I can't. We've had Guy for like 8 years. So, probably 7 years. So, I'm keeping him. He wouldn't be happy anywhere else. He's, 35, 40 pounds. He's huge. But I don't know if I'll even ever have another pet after losing Chumley like that. After,
You know
if
what?
these
I think
something
everybody
happens-
says that. Everybody says
Yeah.
that. And then you know what happens? Another pet shows up and somehow you find a new type of love that you didn't have before for your new pet. It doesn't take away from your pet that's passed, but you do find the love for them. So I think you might be wrong on that.
Maybe. I just felt like I'm putting myself through this. Like, I'm hurting this bad because, Chumley, it was always in my chair.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it was like, people say cats aren't loyal. Well, Chumley was. He was like a dog. He was.
Yeah.
And like Guy, I think he loves me, but I guarantee you he could come to your house and all you got to put out is food. And he's like, I'm home.
You're my new favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think yeah, I think Asher would do the same, frankly, and she's a dog, so I think Asher's half cat, seriously.
Well, see, Omar, he's on medicines and he has separation anxiety. I don't think
He's not going anywhere.
Mm-mm.
So is he gonna does Omar have to go stay with them?
Yes, he's gonna have to go stay with them because they're all like, because of his separation. I mean, they can come and stay here if they wanted to. It's up to
Yeah.
them, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But I think it's too long for them to just come and check on him and take him out and feed him and all that. I think
Right.
he needs to be around people. He's old.
Right.
You don't
of
just leave your
course.
grandpa sitting around at the house by himself. And and that's why I know everybody's like, Rooney never takes Jim and they vacation apart. This is why. We have a crazy dog.
You have home responsibilities. That's why.
Yes. And he just is not, oh golly, he has patches of hair missing. It's a whole thing.
Oh, bless him. Poor Omar.
Yeah, and then
Omar
it
is a
grows
hot mess.
back and he gets dandruff. I mean, ugh.
Do you have
It's
to give
like-
him baths and stuff?
Yes. He hates them, which I don't know why, because I use this wonderful, expensive vet shampoo that, soothes his skin and I rub him all over. And he likes it while he's in there, but I think he hates the part where when you're done, it's cold. And so,
Yeah.
it's, I swear I would never get
It's like
close.
bathing your grandpa too.
It is. It is. It's like dead weight because he acts like, okay, I can't move. He has special spray that he gets every day, and he acts like that.
Oh, bless it.
Not
That's
to
funny.
mention that, you know, we have to watch he's got arthritis in his back. So, I mean, it's the whole thing.
The instructions on Omar, like, it'd be similar to if you left your kid with, grandma for the week.
Yes. Watch what he eats because he loves steak, but he doesn't chew it. So
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets
you'll
so
see that again. You
excited.
don't want to do that.
Mm. He gets really excited about steak.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he's a hoot. He's decided he don't like that fresh pet anymore that comes in a big hunk. That Tina D ate. Hey, Nana Patty.
I
Anyway,
have no idea what you're talking about.
there's this hunk of it's like this roll of dog food that you buy. I think it's called Fresh Pet.
I see. Hey, Nana Patty.
When we were trying to cure him, I switched all of his food, gave him all natural stuff, and
Did that help?
no, it didn't help, but he loved it. So then he got hooked on it. And now, even though it's expensive, I buy it and boom, they don't use it. So
Yeah. I think
No,
people
it's
I've heard
Sorry.
people say that if your dog has allergies that switching them to like an all raw food diet or something like that is supposed to be helpful. I'm
He
so late. I'm too lazy to do that, I think. I don't even know if I could do that.
there's nothing I won't do. Like he has his own chicken in the refrigerator right now that I'm going to cook, and I'm going to cook it up. So because that way, it can't season it or anything like that, but he still loves it.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal for him. It was on sale. That's why he
Yeah.
gets, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. But
Oh, my
yeah,
that sounds delicious.
yeah.
No, but I watch I think it's a girl with a dog. Do you guys watch that channel? She's a groomer. And she
Mm-mm.
does her own. I think she was. I think it's her. It could be another channel that I watch. And she does these meals. The Frenchie bulldogs too. Griffin, I watch him. Their family does it also. They mix their food. They chop up a bunch of fruit and veggies and put it in there with some meats and stuff. They crack an egg. Then they got the sauces and the little drips of certain oils. I don't even know, like whatever here's some fish oil and here's some this and here's some that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like a gourmet feast for this animal.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my kid's getting chicken nuggets and fries. Okay.
And that is so true. That's true. I'm like, let me make Omar a salad because he loves salad and it's good for him.
Yeah.
And let me fry.
And I'll put some nuggies in for the grandbaby.
Yeah, let me fry Baby O some French fries and nuggets. Never thought about that. I feel like crap now, but
I'm telling you. That's
but
exactly how it is.
but Skeeter. So okay, I'll tell one grandbaby story, and I promise I won't start. I ain't gonna start it. But so you know how most kids go in the store and they like beg for candy.
Yeah.
Well, that's baby girl.
Yeah.
Can I get a sucker? Here's Skeeter. Can we get all the broccoli? Can I please? Can we get like anyone's ever told him no to broccoli?
That's awesome. So he loves eating raw broccoli?
He likes it anyway. He likes it raw with cheese or without cheese for his birthday dinner. He wants broccoli.
Broccoli. I wonder why.
He loves it.
He just loves it so much. Oh, what a good boy, a healthy boy. I love that.
He is. Sissy will eat broccoli, but she don't love it. And the other day, Baby O got a little piece of broccoli in his mouth from his chicken broccoli Alfredo, and he acted like somebody sprayed poison right in his mouth. He was going,
And that's covered in Alfredo sauce.
Yes.
Like, you need shoelaces covered in Alfredo sauce and it tastes fine.
I told him, I said, I looked at him, I said, you're overdoing it now. Come on.
Extra melodramatic. I love it.
He is very dramatic. I'm like, do you need a kiss now? Yes. That's what he says. Yes.
That horrible poison in my mouth.
Yes. I
That is
tasted
hilarious.
something good for me. No.
No.
Yes. Little weirdo. Love him so much.
He's so fun. I love him too. He's great. They're all fun. They're great. All of them.
Can we hear that again? Like, my grandkids are great, man. They're just so fun.
Can y'all believe she told me yesterday that Skeet is about to turn 4? Is anyone else surprised by that? Like,
Hey, well, Lisa,
he's just born like 6 months ago.
Right. He'll be 4 next month. And the
That's
other
freaking
day,
me out.
he said my old moves were boring, so I added some new moves. And he danced and danced and danced.
He
And
added some new moves.
he added new moves. And let me tell you what his new move was. So we're sitting there and just in the middle of his dancing, he done a flip.
Oh,
And yeah, and I was crying. Timber was crying. She looked at me. She said, "That's brand new." She said, "That's new. Never seen that before." He said, "I added new moves." He said, "I thought it was boring." And then
his
he
dance
said,
is boring, so he added some moves, and one of them is a flip. That's right.
"Yep, he did flip 2 times." And then he also was doing these weird kicks, which I thought, okay, he likes to
Doing the
kick while
Elaine
he
Dennis
dances.
dance.
He said he added some karate.
Oh, he added karate too.
Yeah.
My.
I'm like, how
Multicultural
are you
dancing.
grown? But
You're
turn
gonna
on the
need to take
camera
some
and do it
video of
for us.
this. We're gonna need to see some video of this.
Oh yeah, sweet. Gaga can't do it. He went to just like hug my leg. It tumbled me over. I fell on him. And I was wearing my slides. It went sideways, and because Timber just kept saying, "How did that happen?" And I'm like, "I don't even know. I think he's going to be a good football player sometime, though. He grows up." And
What
I'm
did he
like, "Are
say
you
when you
right?"
fell on him? He's like,
He said, "I'm okay. It
he
just
said,
hurts
I'm
right here.
okay. I'm
It just
okay.
hurts. It just hurts right here," and it would put all the way down his side.
Just broke all my ribs. I'm okay.
Hey, we have good times around here. I'm telling
That's
you.
hilarious. I love that. That's so funny. She
But,
could totally do a flip. I don't believe that she can't do that. Of course you can.
remember when doing a flip was no big deal at all?
Totally. Yes. Yes. I used to do stuff on the bars at school
Yeah.
that if I tried now, you'd be having my funeral. I would
Yes.
absolutely die. But yeah, I used to do we used to call them cherry drops, death drops, death circles. Anybody know what that is? A death circle? Where
Mm-mm.
you're sitting on it was a long steel bar. It was stuck in the ground. But it was long, like horizontal, and you sat on there and you would kick back with your knees and go down underneath it and come back up.
I loved them. Yes. I didn't know that
Yes,
was
you know
called
what
the
I'm
death
talking about?
circle, but yeah,
We called it death circle. What did you call it? Anything? And you call it something
we
different?
just would say flips.
Okay, flips. But so
Yeah.
yeah, and then you could do them over and over and over. You have to make sure you dig out enough of the sand underneath you, otherwise you crack your head. But I remember getting one of my dad's sweatshirts and tied myself to that bar, and then I could do death circle for half hour.
I like doing it frontwards too,
Yep, you
where
can do
you
it
put your
frontwards.
belly over the top and flip.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I tried that today, it's to death. I mean, I would. There's absolutely no way. Fall right to the ground.
Right. I
I
can't
remember trying to
imagine.
cross the monkey bars. I mean, that's what we called them. Is that what they're still called? I don't know if that's what they're
Yeah.
still called, but monkey bars. And I reached out with my one hand, and I wasn't even old like I am now. I don't even think I had kids yet. But I reached out with my hand, grabbed the monkey bar. It fell straight to the ground. Didn't even hold for a second.
Yeah, because you have to hold your whole weight.
My whole weight. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I haven't done that before.
Timber
Last time
can
I did that,
walk-
I was not that weight, I guess, apparently.
same, and Timber can go all the way around twice, and
I
probably more
used
than
to. I
twice.
used to be able to do all that stuff.
But we were moving furniture the other day, and I said, what? I said, what are you lifting weights or something? Because she's just like jacking up dressers, and I'm over there going, oh. She said, I do push-ups, Mom, and you should too. I'm like,
Clearly, I should.
"Oh,
Yes, we had monkey bars on concrete, no mulch, no padding. They were steel.
If
Some
you
of it
remember
was
at
hot
school,
outside, you burning your fingers.
there was like a special patch of concrete right there where the monkey bars were, where you could, in fact, get hurt badly.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like they poured it special right there.
right there, just for you, just for your death. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know these kids nowadays on their little preschool playgrounds that they've got. They have no idea.
Trampolines with nets. Are you kidding me?
You haven't lived if you haven't fallen through a trampoline.
Right. You always had that one friend that had the trampoline of death because
Yes.
there was a bunch of springs missing. They got it like at a yard sale.
Their dad put it up with some duct tape. There
Yeah.
you go, kids. Knock
And
yourself out.
They're like, do not get on Kim's trampoline. We won't come back bloody.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
We
I was
did
trying
too.
to. I was
sweet.
bouncing a course, and of course my leg went right through where the springs are. Just one leg though, not both of them.
Right. Because then you wouldn't be able to straddle the bar. That's always a good time.
And then fall sideways.
And then you're doing your best not to cry because everybody's watching.
And you're trying so hard just to get out. Somebody save me.
Oh,
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Kids today have no idea.
and one time I was playing basketball and I had a crush on the guy I was playing with. And that idiot done some Jordan move. He was trying to show out, and I was too. But he slammed into me and my tooth went through my lip.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Blood's dripping. And he was about to cry because it put a knot on his head. And I remember just trying so hard to not cry, to hurry up. And I started walking home, and I started walking really fast so nobody saw me cry. And I got yelled at
Of course.
because we had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood too on your lip. Anytime
was
you
a
cut
lot
your
of
face
blood.
or your lip, it just bleeds for days, and it's like, oh my god, it just looks like stuck pig. Terrible.
Me too, sweet. And that's why his matches were always slow, because he ran all the way from the back to the ring, and by the time he got there, he was out of wind. Anyway, all right. So
So what we're
moving
gonna talk
on.
about today?
Well, I don't know. It's a little uncomfortable. I think we
Yeah.
agree on that. The
Yeah.
whole situation with the Discord, and yesterday I was listening to Texas Girl and Amber, and she's like, it's Randy's life hasn't said anything, and I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
Yeah.
Mostly because we don't talk to them. Like they're not. I don't know if they've ever even been in here.
No, that's the thing. Amber nor Texas Girl has ever graced our presence. Even tried to chat, and then the Flava, one time called me an old lady. I mean, like,
I mean, right? So like, why would they care what we think about it?
right.
And we didn't get into it until, I mean, yesterday was pretty much the first day that I had even heard about or not heard about it, but had really delved into it at all, because we were kind of busy dealing with the whole Groiper and Dana stuff.
Right. And
Which I noticed none of you mentioned Texas Girl
Right.
or Amber, but whatever. It's all right. It's all right.
My grandchildren were talked about and
Attacked.
and
And I didn't hear you guys say anything to cover it, but it's okay. It's all right. We got it.
Right. You know, I mean, we're over here fighting racism, but you know, by all means,
Yeah.
don't worry about us. You know,
Well, I mean, but it's funny because it never really occurred to me to even say anything like that. To
Same.
be fair,
No,
why isn't
I-
anybody? Why
neither.
isn't Texas Girl saying anything about this? Well, why would she?
Yeah.
Um,
And it's not even throwing shade at Texas Girl. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying you have never. I'm blocked on your channel.
yeah, I don't even know if you like me.
You don't like me. I'm blocked on your channel.
Yeah,
One
I don't
time
know.
you were making fun of Tennessee accents. I said something and I got blocked.
Sweet that I can never get it. I can never keep it straight. Either our opinion means
Exactly.
nothing and we're irrelevant and who cares what we think, or our opinion means fucking everything. And if we don't speak on it, therefore we are hypocrites and
Mhm.
all kinds of bad.
Yeah.
I can't keep it straight. Y'all have to let us know.
But just like people have friends over there, you know, me and I did not hear that, but I did see that other guy play. Well, we'll get into that later. But put a pin in that though. Hey, Tawanda.
Hey, Tawanda.
You know, we can't win because here's I definitely want to say this. A few years back, we set boundaries, and nobody wanted them.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff.
And we got called every name in the book for having them or wanting to
Yes,
have
for
them.
wanting to have boundaries. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all wanted this free for all, and Amber was one of those people.
Yeah, people wanted her. They wanted and they
Yes.
wanted to do things, I guess, the way she was doing them. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, whatever.
She
And
says
so
she
we just
changed.
politely walked away. I'm not
We
trying to
walked
fight
away.
with anybody. I don't want to fight. I'm not fighting with Amber. I'm not fighting with Texas Girl. I don't even know you,
Mm-mm.
either of you. Frankly, I'm not interested in fighting with anybody.
Right.
But yeah, we did years ago. We tried to set boundaries. One of our boundaries has always been doxing.
Yes.
I mean, so how do you think we feel about what's come out? I mean, if you had to guess, take your wildest guess. How do you think we feel? Come on. You know exactly how we feel about it. Notice my name is not anywhere in that Discord.
Same.
Flava's in the chat. She says, I have been back in
Thank you.
your chat since then and have apologized to you.
Flava, I have never seen that. If I must have missed it, so I apologize.
But thank you for letting us know
Yes.
that.
Thank you. And I totally accept your apology. You know,
yeah, nobody's trying to have any beef with any damn body. I'm not.
I mean, I think
anyway.
we're almost the same age. I don't care. I'm just kidding.
What? Anyway, my
I mean,
point is
that. But she said, no. I apologize. Then I do.
because she called you an old lady.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, you're fine. Thank you. Thank you.
I think it's I'm not anywhere in that Discord, as you can plainly see. I don't think you get to call me a hypocrite until you see my name all up in that shit. Then you can call me a hypocrite.
That, and I'm definitely in one of Jenny's Discords, but a long time ago I was put down to a little room where I can only see little stuff.
Yes, I'm in that Discord too, where I can see, I get the notification when she goes live. That's it.
Yeah.
I
think that's all I get to. That's it.
And I don't thanks. That's fine by me.
We haven't been cool for quite a while.
I see. Okay, Flava. I understand.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that, because if I was in a Discord where something like that was happening, I would leave and blast it. Like you should. I mean, this is the stuff that when people talk about Discord being the devil, this is what they're talking about.
Yes.
Don't be in a Discord that does this shit, because the tea is never worth it.
Mm-mm.
It's never worth it.
Pammy B raises a great point. Thank you for saying that, Pammy. another, because me and Wendy talked about this earlier. We know what it's like to have a stream every single day about you for 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been part of it. There was witch hunts. We've been part of that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly, Jeff. Exactly. My Discord, come on in. You won't see anything but true crime stuff. I would never
Same.
expect anybody to not go to Jenny's, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I won't be in Jenny's chat. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, I was kind of surprised at Texas Girl because she said, well, first she said, that from what she hears, I'm credible. Well, I'm credible.
I mean,
I
did
don't
she say
talk.
that?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember that other person came in, Randy's live, credible. Ha ha ha.
Right. And then I thought she laughed at that. Maybe
She
I'm
did.
wrong.
She did.
Yeah.
It was real funny.
Yeah. Hilarious.
But that's why I'm credible, because I feel like doxing is the biggest weapon on here because it's a form of intimidation,
Hmm.
and it makes me sick.
Yeah. I don't support that at all. And I would never be in a Discord that's doing all of that stuff. I don't think anyone should be in a Discord. If you're in one like that and that's happening, get out as fast as you can, run for your life,
Yeah.
because eventually it's going to get dropped. Eventually someone's going to expose it and you're going to be right there in the middle of it. It's not worth it. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. Now, as far as all the ins and outs and things that I don't know and things that I do, I've seen enough. I'm sure there's plenty that I don't know. I'm sure there is, mostly because I don't really hang out over there. Right. Pammy saying things aren't always what they seem. Fair enough. I'm not even going to pretend that I know all of the details, because I don't.
Yeah,
But
I think
if you wanted to know how we feel about it, how do you think we feel about it?
right. But if you think we're going to join in a witch hunt, which I'll say, when we were getting witch hunted, we handled it with, we had support in the chat, but we handled that with our support in the chat and alone. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
But
That's how I
I'm
felt.
not going to pile on anybody. That's why I don't watch Brittany J, because I feel like she could get my goat. And because she said something really stupid the other day, and I was like, ugh. So I can't watch that because I feel like enough people are talking about her. Why do I want to jump in on that?
And maybe it's I don't know, maybe I'm gun shy. I don't know, but I feel like I like to have a nice little bubble, nice little nest of just, people that, I have no desire to be this gigantic channel that has, 1,800 people watching me. I've done that. I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And so I like having a small group. I like having, just, I stay and try to mind my business. I try to stay in my lane. I really do, for the most part, try to do that. I don't usually just pick people randomly out of a hat and go after them. Usually you have to call for me first before I answer you. And Brittany J has done nothing to us.
Right.
So I have no desire.
I admit I'm a bit of a wild card.
And you are. You are much more comfortable going out and and finding stuff
Yeah.
to play with. Yeah, I know. I'm not.
Yeah. But I feel like when we find something that we feel is horrendous, we feel, we fight it alone. We don't call on other people ever.
Right. Like all last week, Randy's grandchildren were attacked. We took that very seriously and we hit back really hard.
Yeah.
We did several panels about it. We did.
Oh, you ladies, neither one. I am blocked on Texas Girls channel.
Yeah,
I
not
may
your
not be
channel,
now,
Amber.
but I was blocked. Do
not
what?
not your channel at all.
Yeah, not your
Neither
channel.
one.
It was
When I
Texas
came
Girl.
in here and was agreeing with you both on something, you kicked me out and scolded for my passive going real life. You call it a witch hunt when proof is being put out. I'm not exactly calling it a witch hunt, honestly. That was a commenter in chat, and I was reading her comment. I'm not calling it
Right.
a witch hunt necessarily.
Yeah, I called it piling on. That's
But
what
I
I
don't
thought.
want. I'm not. I don't know all of the details. But the proof is coming out, and I'm disgusted with what I've seen so far. I am. That's how I feel
Right.
about it.
But I have to say, y'all have fallen out before, and then you make friends back, and so
Well, I
wait and
mean,
see
and I
what
don't
happens.
know. We don't even know enough to even speak on that.
We
I don't.
don't.
I don't
Hey,
even
more
know
than
enough
enough.
to speak on that. Hey, more than enough. Good to see you, honey.
We
I
really
don't know
don't.
enough to speak on that. I don't know why you fell out or when you
Nope.
fell out or why you got back together or when. I don't know any of that. I don't follow any of that. Like I
No,
said, I stay over here in my bubble and I just enjoy my little bubble.
I hear things through the grapevine. Like, when I say grapevine, I mean like I'll peep in streams and go around. Like, I had no idea that Jenny and Flava was calling each other best friends. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, me either.
Or I never would have, if I don't know, I would have never said, oh gosh. It's okay, Karen. It's okay.
It's okay,
But
Karen. We handled it and it was handled fine. And I mean, it was handled and it's done now. But we didn't ask for anybody else to, come in and weigh in on that. I suppose we could have,
of
but we
course
didn't.
it's not right. I don't know Jenny to be a liar. So if she said she was in the hospital, I fully believe that. Now, do I think she should have removed that shit and the people doing it? Yes, I do think that. And I'll tell Jenny that straight to her face. Not that Jenny has asked me for my Jenny has not asked me at all for my opinion.
Or me.
I've not heard from her. She's not talked to
No.
Wendy. She is a mod on my channel. I'm a mod on her channel. I'm a member. She's a member, or I think she is. I don't know. I don't never check to see who's still members. But we haven't had a solid communication in a very long time. And I know that she's not been well. But we're not out here trying to make enemies. Yeah, she rarely comes in here. I would go in there sometimes and say hi, but it's been a long time for that.
Yeah, I haven't been in her streams in a very long time, probably more than a year.
Yeah. When I don't know. We were. I don't. If there wasn't a split, none of this would be happening. Just saying. And let me also say, one participant has proved.
See, Pammy B, and that's why I hate talking on this because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Right.
I don't know what
We
split
don't know
you're talking
who the
about. Listen, no,
participant.
let me finish. I don't know what split you're talking about. I don't know what has been proven to be fake already. I know nothing. The few little bits and pieces that I've seen are enough to make me feel like this is bad.
Yeah.
And I would like to think that people involved would stop it
Hey, Bendy.
and get the
Right.
hell out of that Discord, blow that Discord up and erase everything that you have.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
Because I'm telling you, whenever somebody drops shit on you, it's, oh golly. I could go deep into why I think the way that I think about what's happening, because why would you record a whole Discord that you're in unless you were saving it for ammo later?
Right. I mean, from what I'm understanding, like they didn't even like each other barely. These people barely liked or even trusted each other. I will take my Discord any day.
Yeah.
And we barely even talk in mine. My Discord is mostly just for people to go to have a place to chat when the chat's over. That's it. We're not going to see this kind of shit in my Discord just because I don't do it and I don't allow it.
We've been here long enough.
And it always comes out. Sweet, you're right. Bullshit always comes out. It never
Yeah.
stays hidden ever, no matter how many people that you think you've trusted. You know, you're over there forming Dumbledore's army, where you think that everybody is in with a blood handshake and nobody's going to rat you out. Bullshit. It's going to all come out eventually. It always does.
Yeah. And if you, let's just say, because Pammy just said somebody was faking screenshots. But I'll tell y'all this, if you are, we have some detective ass people in this community. They will get those screenshots and they will check them and they will know. And what
And that will be
always
proven as
happens,
well. That will be proven too. And if it really turns out that
I do know that,
nobody's
Flavor.
if nobody's hands are clean, then nobody's hands are clean, and just own your shit, apologize, and fix it.
Always.
Hopefully you can. That would be my recommendation. But who the fuck cares what I think other than Texas Girl? There you go, Texas Girl. I hope you understand how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I think it's wrong. I think it's all
Well,
dead wrong. I think a
yeah.
lot of people have dirty hands from what I'm seeing, and people just need to own it, apologize, do better, and destroy that damn Discord. Blow it
Yeah.
up.
But am I willing to sit here, Texas Girl, and call Jenny Jen any names, go after her crazily, hurt her on purpose? I am not willing to do that because she's never done that to me. So
No, I'm not fighting.
mm-mm. You cut out. Hey,
I'm
I'll be
sorry.
right back.
My
I see you
thing
back.
muted.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
Right,
gonna
well,
fight with
but a
anybody.
second.
All right. Yeah, I'm not interested in fighting with Jenny or anybody. I don't know how people have the energy for this. All same, sweet, same. Like I don't want any part of it, and I don't have any part of it. As you can see, my name's not anywhere in there, and thank God for that. I wouldn't want to be even part of it. We showed a screenshot where Jenny fixed a screenshot for a mole she had in bombs. We know she has someone in there now that faked screenshots just yesterday. Ugh. And that's sad. Discord isn't the devil. It's not. But it can be. It can be if you're doing shit like this. I mean, you don't. I would say, come in mine. Come and see what mine is. It's not the devil.
Hey.
You might be bored. I can't.
Mine's not the devil.
I can't be promised. I can't promise you'll be entertained. But there's none of this shit going on.
I used to be way more into Discord, and I need to get back to it because I have great people in my Discord.
I do too. Yes. You aren't blocked
No,
on my channel.
I was. Yes, I am. I was.
You left after your comments on my community post. What? I left? What do you mean I left? Yes, be in a Discord with good people. Yes, that helps. Hey, Gemma, good to see you, honey.
Well, let me tell y'all about hate bonding.
Randy is the one who said that she was blocked. I don't
was
think I'm blocked. I mean, clearly I'm not.
I know that for sure. I was blocked. I may not be now, but I was for sure.
Stitching Girl, private Discords do share shady stuff, not in any private ones. Listen, I think there's plenty of shit talk in Discords, and there's shit talk in my Discord. That doesn't bother me. Gossips, shit talk, funny memes, whatever. That doesn't bug me. That doesn't bother me because everybody does that shit. Doxing, getting people's mom's information. Why? Why do you need that? Yeah. Why do you need maps to people's house? I mean, we've called Laura out for this shit for years. Yeah. We've called Mommy Ramblings out for this shit for years. Why do you need this? Why do you need that kind of information? Where people work, and don't give anyone your date of birth ever. People find you that way. You got to protect yourself, man. And the first and best thing you can do is surround yourself with people who don't do this stuff.
Who are you referring to, Texas Girl? Your
comments on my community post were in support of Jenny, hence why I asked the question. I need to see what you're talking about, Texas Girl. When did I make these comments? A long time ago? You're not talking about recently, right? Yes, the weirdos ruin it. That's right. Don't have weirdos.
Well, and I also look, Texas Girl, I'm the one that came because you were talking about a Tennessee accent. You have a Texas accent. I don't understand that. And I'm the one that said something. That's when I got blocked. But look, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I hate when someone makes fun of the oxygen thing. Makes me sick. It's gross. I don't, why?
Yeah, that's not funny. Somebody made a comment in your chat about, Jenny JWO, Jenny with oxygen or something like that. And y'all laughed like it was funny. That's not, come
Yeah,
on. That's not
it's not
funny.
funny.
But whatever. I'm sure I've laughed at bad things too. I understand that happens, but that's not funny. But whatever. Regardless, that's just as an aside. I guess I need to go to your channel and find out what you're talking about as far as your the comments on your community page. I don't remember when that was. I don't think I can't imagine that it was recently.
She lost her Twitter account too, Karen? Golly.
Right, Jeff. Discord was built for gamers and we are a special version of weirdos. Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you
you
very
are.
much. My son, he's in Discords and he's like, Mom.
Same.
Cause
My son is in Discords too.
I asked him, I'm like, hey, do you want to come in my Discord? And he's like, what?
Don't do that. Then people have a direct access to your child. Don't do that.
He's perfect.
Yeah, Amber. See, I
Okay,
don't like
Texas
that
girl.
either.
I have zero time to argue with you. Not gonna do it.
Oh, you're talking to Randy. You're not even talking
Yeah.
to me. Okay. I
think-
thought she said Wendy.
I left a comment about the accent thing. I never deleted it. You responded to it, and I am blocked. I was blocked, but it's okay. It's not a big deal.
Okay, so she said this earlier. This is why I thought she was talking to me. You aren't blocked
know.
on my channel, Wendy. You left after your comments on my community post. So since that comment, I've been sitting here thinking she's talking to me. She's talking to you. Sorry. I will shut up now.
I thought she was talking to you too, and that's why I'm like, when did you go over there?
Same. I have no memory of it, but that's not surprising because I barely remember anything. Ever.
Never, Jeff. Never. Yeah, Texas
Tammy
girl.
B.
First you said Wendy. I think I've only made one comment about the oxygen thing, and then I commented something else, and I was blocked. And the reason how you can tell if you're blocked, if you hit newest comment and it disappears, you're blocked. It's been a long time. It's been, I don't know how long. It's been a while back. I won't say a long time ago, but it's been a while back. But I'm telling y'all, watch that. Y'all are hate bonding, and it's gonna blow up.
Well, thanks, Gemma. You're very welcome here, sweetie.
Yes, you're sweet. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
the
like that I said that.
The
And you're not
oxygen
the
jokes I
only one.
don't think are funny. I don't
They're
think
not funny.
But regardless, I mean, I've laughed at inappropriate things myself many, many times. So I'm not scolding anybody for that. I just anyway, y'all wanted to know how we feel about it. That's how we feel about it.
Yeah. Take a link. Take a link. I mean, it's something.
Who is Yo Bindi? Who is that?
Bindi.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't recognize it's the stupid at. I don't recognize the
I know
picture.
it's
Sorry. Bindi. Hi, Bindi.
I'm arguing something I can't prove. I can't prove I was blocked. I didn't screenshot it when I hit newest comment. That I don't do that. I rarely screenshot stuff.
Is it possible that you were just deleted, or
Yeah,
maybe you're
it's
not
possible.
blocked?
Absolutely, it's possible. If I'm not, I'll apologize. Listen, Linda. Listen. I agree, Texas girl. I don't like about.
I don't like those either, Texas girl.
I'm not a youngin. Even though
Yeah.
now I'm not telling my real age anymore.
I think if you're going at looks or things that people can't help, you've lost the argument. You've run out of things to complain about. So I don't like those kind of jokes either, Texas girl.
But I mean, if someone is sick and on oxygen, they can't help that. If someone is aged, they can't help that.
Right.
And look, how we look is how we look. This is how God made me. You'll see me one day and I look all right. You see me again, I look homeless. It's whatever.
She refers to me as hag, so game on. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't speak out and say, I don't like the oxygen jokes because someone cannot help if they are on oxygen and you literally know that she's not well, So I don't, but I don't like the hag thing either. Um, I don't know how old you are. I have no idea. Don't want to know. It's not my business. I don't care what somebody looks like. I don't care how old you are. I care how you treat me. And Jenny has always treated me kindly. Now, I can't say we're close. We don't. She hasn't reached out to me through this. That I looked pretty today. The day I wear makeup. Look. Well, the woman at the dollar store the other day, I said, look, I had to hurry. I had to jump up out of bed and run and get a birthday card from Timber. And so I looked terrible. And I said, I just got out of bed. I know how I know I look terrible. She says, well, I was about to say something. I said, oh, you would have regretted it. Like, when do you get dressed up to go to the dollar store to buy a $1.50 card? Calm down, ma'am.
Bindi says Randy looks younger as she gets older. In Australia, we call them a bitch.
Bindi, thank you for saying that. My husband says that. And I'm like, no, it's because I sleep with shit on my face. Not real shit, but if I heard that shit helps wrinkles, I would.
You remind me of my mom with that. My mom always would have a potion. She always had her little magic potions going to keep her face looking young and beautiful. And you know what? That shit works. She looks beautiful. It's crazy.
That's me. I was doing snail. Well, okay, I'll just say it. Semen.
Oh my
for a
God.
while. Right on my face.
Wow. I can see the memes now. Here they come.
Yep. I think every woman is beautiful in their own way too, unless they act ugly. When you act ugly, it takes away from any beauty that you have. And whoa, Randall, whoa!
What does that even do? What do I even want to know? What does that even do?
It really is good for your skin.
Oh my God!
I was doing this. Look it up. I promise it is.
Look at
Thank
Flava
you,
in the chat. Flava talking about. I use that too.
Yeah, so is Teach My Ash.
Oh
See?
my God. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I won't wear it when we're together, sweet. Calm down.
Teach my ass too.
Yeah.
She uses it and on her frownies. All right. Turn that frown upside down.
I love frownies. I love them. How do you acquire the semen?
Cheyenne, that's a very good question.
Just simply
You have
go.
to take it to dinner first? How do you do this? How do you get this?
Well, first you contact your buddy that owns Amazon.
Oh my God. Amazon has the best stuff. Get everything on Amazon.
Absolutely. And let me tell y'all something right now. If you see something on the TikTok shop, it's going to be triple price. Screenshot it, go to Amazon, they have it, and they have it cheaper, and you're not going to
do a search do a search on YouTube for all the TikTok scams, the TikTok advertisement scams, and they will show you the stuff that, they were promised and the stuff that actually showed up. It's outrageous.
I don't know, Cass. It's enraging. Yeah, the TikTok, don't do it. Don't buy anything from TikTok shops. You can go to Temu and get it cheaper because they're getting it from Temu. It's the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go to
Amazon.
AI
dogs, these little AI dogs that people keep thinking they're getting, and they're supposed to look so much like a real dog, and it's AI, of course, in the advertisement, and they buy it, and it's basically a stuffed animal dog that doesn't even look normal. It looks wrong.
Evelyn, you're never out, sweet.
Sweet. We've scarred Sweet for life now. You scarred Sweet for life, not me. I didn't do it.
Oh, sorry, Sweet. I love you. What is good? Snail. Let me say what what is it called?
Maybe there's a scientific name so we can stop saying the word.
I just make sure I don't get it on my. I can't believe I'm about to. I don't get it on my lips. Okay, there, but
Oh my god.
mucin, snail mucin. That's what it is. Snail mucin
mucin.
serum.
Oh my god.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, Pammy, no, they don't. Jeff knows what it is. Pammy knows what it is. Mucin.
Mucin.
It does sound better than the S word that I can barely
Yeah.
even say, apparently.
If I could, I realize now I should have just looked up what I get and said mucin instead
Right.
of
And then
Seaman.
somebody
I'm
would
regretting
Google it
that.
and then it would all come out and you'd be canceled. So it's better just to come forward, tell the truth, own your shit.
That's true. That's true.
We're not trying to trick anybody.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
I got old, sweet. I got older. My what my kids used to call my angry shark fin that would come out when I was mad, that wrinkle between my eyes, it's there all the time now.
Yeah. It just lives there now.
Yeah, I've accepted it.
It's just part of me.
And
You could get like a Botox or something in there.
competitive wages and room for growth. I know more about snails than I should. And you really don't have to do anything to arouse them. I'm just saying.
No, snails are pervs. They are. I have a Plurpy who comes in here every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Plurpy he breeds them.
Hi, Mystery Y'all. Yes.
And those things, they have multiple partners at the same time. They're pervs, little snails, dirty birdies, all of them.
Mm-hmm. That's why we say we get snail corn in our email.
Yes, in the email. I get pictures of them.
Me too.
He sends me pictures of them doing it.
Oh,
They
see,
think
we
they're
don't,
enjoying themselves, I guess.
I am very far from a TJ Maxx. So
Yeah, snail trails and all.
they do like to
Yes, they
cuddle.
like to cuddle. They're and with multiple partners at the same time. They have no shame at all. None.
They have well, gangbangs, frankly.
Yes, gangbang.
And-
Exactly. Yes. They're like, oh, you're nearby. Come on, join us.
Mm-hmm.
And they do.
I said frankly again. I'm counting my franklies because
Bye, Carrie. Have a good day at work, honey.
yes, enjoy it. I was watching an interview with Amy Barrett today, and I was thinking she's so old and wise when she said she was born in 1972.
That is old. I'll tell you. That is old.
People born in that year were young. They're young pups. Come
They're
on.
young punks. They're whippersnappers.
Yes. It's good stuff, Lucy Max. I don't know what your real name. Your damn on you. I can only see at your at. Okay, I give up. At your at.
that's all we
93,000
can see.
reviews. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snails that want to donate. Like, rub one out and boom. No more wrinkles.
They go to the snail clinic. They get a snail porn and a cup.
Yeah.
They put it into a sterile room. That's how they get it. And then they sell it.
The little older snails have their little glasses on. I
Well,
love
I hope they
snails.
get compensated well.
Snail sperm bank. I could not think of that word, sperm bank.
The sperm bank. Oh my god.
It went too far. I mean, it really went far. This
It did. It's further than we would have liked.
mhm.
How many people are out here chasing snails with little cups right now?
So I did that, but
I hope
not
you just buy it on Amazon, please.
yeah, just buy it on Amazon. But I did go around chasing snails because I wanted to raise them like Plurpy. And Jim got so mad at me. He's like, "Are you not done?"
What? I mean, why do you want to raise snails?
Oh, I just think it
You
looks
end
so.
up with like hundreds of them in like a month. They
When I
breed
found
so
out-
fast.
When I found out they kissed through their little tentacle things or their eyeballs,
Yeah.
it just stole my heart. Hey,
I hate
ginger
ginger
locks.
locks.
But no, it can't happen here because Jim has an opinion about it. And I just don't, if it dies, I'm going to be sad and then he's going to run his mouth.
Well,
Really rethinking this whole marriage thing.
do you think? I don't know. if
30 years
snail
is long
breeding
enough,
the
don't
hill
y'all
you
think?
need to- is snail breeding really the hill you want to die on?
No, not really.
I
looked into the jumping spiders too, and they don't live long enough, Mystery Y'all. They don't live long. You get attached and they die.
They're very cute though. Jumping spiders are adorable.
I love to watch the ones that, the people on TikTok that make them talk.
I haven't seen those. I don't watch TikTok ever. I haven't seen those, but I have seen like how they, people make their cute little enclosures,
Yes.
and with the little cute mushrooms and little hidey houses for them and stuff. They're so cute. It's like little miniatures.
Yes, Pammy. Yes.
I like little jumping spiders, but I don't think I would want one. I think I would lose it in about 5 seconds. It'd be gone.
I'll tell you the difference.
And then I
it
have to
makes.
burn the house down. So I just don't think it's worth it.
No, you get. So I have a friend who has them, and she makes these beautiful enclosures, and she gets all into it. And I'm going down the road one day, and one jumped on my leg, and normally I would have said, "Well, pow." No, I didn't. I'm like, "Go on, little fella."
I know they really are cute.
Yeah.
And they
I
look
didn't
up at you when they're, they look so dang cute when they look up at you. And then there's one little video, like a dodo video out there that I saw where a guy rescued him, and he like puts his little finger up, and then the little jumping spider puts one of his legs up and touches his finger like he's giving him a high five. So cute.
Now, if I could train my spider to do that, I'm a total hypocrite, sweet.
Is this new information, sweet?
If it's a big, humongous spider, Randy,
Yeah.
you have missed.
I think tarantulas are I'm better about them than I used to be. I used to be very terrified of them because they basically teleport. Like you don't know where, you're looking at it, and then next thing you know, it's on your ceiling. Like it just all of a sudden it's gone.
What?
And
I didn't know that.
whatever.
No.
So they scare me, they do. But in their enclosure, with me not ever having to look at it or touch it, they can be beautiful. Some of them are very, have gorgeous coloring and patterns and can be very, very pretty, but
Oh,
I don't ever want to
David-
take it out or touch it or play with it or anything.
in second grade, David Janey brought his tarantula to school for show and tell. And my teacher said that he could, take it around, and everybody was supposed to pet it because it was friendly. And I immediately raised my hand, started crying. I said, "Can I call my nanny? I want to call my nanny." My nanny would have whooped her ass if she made me touch that spider.
Yeah, I don't think you should be making children touch the spider. That's not a good idea.
No, I'm
Especially tarantulas, because some of them can have venom. They could bite you.
rest in peace, David. I wonder if that's how he died. Damn.
Well, I don't know if it's that medically significant unless you have an allergy or something to it, but you still probably don't feel good.
Right.
And it's got to be stressful for the spider. He doesn't want to be touched by all these people, especially kids.
Yeah, and that is the only
Yes,
show.
thank you, Miss Trail. That's exactly what I just said. The spider
I'm
doesn't want to be touched by a bunch of kids.
That's the only show and tell I remember. I don't even know if we did it anymore because you know what? I brought my pillow. I'm gonna shut up right there.
Why? Why did you do that?
Because Pillow was my best friend, and that was his name was Pillow, and he was a pillow.
Oh my God, Randy.
And I thought the other kids would want to meet him. But guess who got laughed at? The girl.
I thought the other kids would want to meet him. Oh, Randy, that's so sad. That is the saddest story you've ever told. Oh my God.
I thought everybody had.
That is terrible. That is such a sad story.
I thought everybody had something they carried around all the time and, talked to. Oh, apparently it was just me.
Wow.
That's what you have when you have an asshole sister.
I was
You
going
have
to
to
say,
talk
you
to
didn't
a
have
pillow.
one person in your family willing to stop you before you went out the door with that?
No, Nanny put a bow in my hair and told me it was a good idea.
Wow.
Hey, she was right. The kids were wrong, not Nanny.
That's right. Absolutely right. Oh boy.
And she
terrible.
didn't have to get called that day because I didn't have to touch the spider.
That was the same day.
So yeah, he brought a spider and I brought my pillow. That's the only show and tell that I remember.
So those
Apparently
kids
I'm-
went from laughing at you to traumatized.
Yes.
Nice.
There were some kids that thought the spider was cool. Then we had some on my team that's like, no, I don't have the pillow anymore. It got lost when I was very young. And
Your best friend. You lost your best friend?
my dog got it. It was a whole, we climbed on top of a car situation, caved it in. And that's how we got caught because Susie, my dog, had the pillow.
Oh,
And
no.
they knew when they saw that the dog had my pillow, I was up to something shady. We could not sit down for about a week. But we weren't trying to jump on top of the car. We were trying to reach something that was hanging from the top of the carport. So we had a reason. But we definitely got caught.
Oh, boy.
It was a patchwork quilt pillow somebody made me.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
I thought everyone would want to meet it. I can't believe
Yep. And because of what we were doing, my papa said, because y'all are doing that, you're not getting pillow back. Which is, yeah.
that is devastating. Wow.
I got a whipping and my pillow took. And that's why he's in
Dang.
hell right now. I have no doubt.
That's why he's in hell. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. All right. Well,
Look at that.
I'd say we should change the subject, but frankly, I'm scared what she's going to come up with, y'all.
Rude, right, Cassandra?
So rude. And
No, it's-
traumatizing.
Yeah.
What is up, man? That shit would never happen in this day and age.
No, let it out, Randall. This is a
I know. This is a safe place. Clearly, Randy needs to talk, y'all.
I've
That's
seen some shit,
terrible.
you know? I've been through
She's
some
been
stuff.
through it, y'all. Some trauma, some childhood trauma right here.
Yeah. I probably should have mentioned that when I was going to counseling.
I mean, I think it's an important story, Randy.
I never even knew that it was still plaguing me till I just, pictured Papa burning in hell. Answering for pillow.
That's right. What did he do with it? Do I even want to know? He threw it
I
out.
don't know. I never saw it again.
Oh, that's
I
so
don't-
sad.
I never knew.
That is terrible. That is so sad. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
You don't take somebody's wubby, you know?
You don't. You don't take their pillow or their whoopee. You just don't. It's wrong. I'll fight you for my whoopee. I love mine.
Yeah, I really should have just kicked him in his balls. They wouldn't have been that far to reach.
Yeah, you don't take somebody's best friend away.
Pillow.
What the hell?
And I called him pillow. You know how people say you got a pillow?
Mhm.
No, pillow.
He's
That's
a pillow.
And
He wasn't
it was,
Southern.
and it had the little beads on. I would, the threads I would twist, and yeah.
Oh,
You want to send me a pillow now? If you send me a patchwork pillow made out of terrible fabric, which that was terrible fabric, it was like the rough fabric. I
I
would
know.
love you
I know. I
forever.
really want to see a picture of it so I can get you a replacement. I feel
Oh.
very strongly about replacing this in your life. I'm sure we could all put our coins together and get you a pillow.
Randy, I bet Randy gets 3 dozen pillows in the mail.
That's right. That's right. You said it was a patchwork pillow?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Get to stitching, Winda.
I don't know how to stitch anything, but I can buy stuff. All right, I'm gonna pull something in. I want you to tell me which one it was.
Look, pillow, aka Randy's whoopee. How did you make an account so quick?
Damn,
They
right.
even got the picture. Jeff, I know that's you.
it's got to be Jeff. Yeah, always. It's got to
You
be.
do that so quick.
Okay, look. Tell me which one it is. Is it any of these? Does it look like any of these?
No.
What colors
Oh,
was it?
it looked well more like this one right here. Can you see me pointing? But it was
No, I can't see you pointing on anything.
oh
Just give me a number. So this
Um,
one will be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
12.
12. So is this kind?
Yeah, it looked more like 12. Yes. Yep. Yep. It was kind of wasn't as it was kind of rectangle.
It was more rectangles than triangles.
I mean, no, it wasn't like a square pillow. For some reason, it was a rectangle pillow.
Oh, it was a rectangle. Rectangle. A
rectangle.
rectangle
Yeah,
pillow.
I mean, it wasn't a huge pillow. You know, it was a small one. It wasn't huge. You know,
Yeah. Well, that is adorable, Randy. We're gonna have to find it. Like this kind of rectangle? Or is that too long?
Oh, that's too long.
That's too
Yeah,
long.
it was. I guess
What colors was it?
it was the orange, yellow, and brown.
Look at that one.
What's
Looks like
that?
a sun. How cute.
It's
Little
kind was
sun there.
that's the shape. That's the
Oh, that's the
size.
shape. That's the shape right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And it had the triangles.
Yes. I think it had triangles and squares. I'm not sure. Let me think. I don't know. I think it just had triangles. And it was it was probably made in the 70s.
Uh-huh. And you said it was orange, yellow, and brown?
Yeah. You know, those cool colors back then.
All those cool colors. Yes. Well, I am sure somebody right now is quilting it right now.
Aw. Someone put a pillow over my face, please. Yeah, it's probably I don't know if it was a travel pillow. I think somebody just made it back then, and I ended up with it, and I thought everybody would love him as much as I did. He protected me at night. And then Papa took
And you were wrong and very wrong.
I was wrong when I was trying to explain it. I couldn't even explain it that make you stand in front of the class. That's bullshit too. I remember one time in kindergarten, they wanted us to say our ABCs, and I got put right smack dab on the spot to stand up and do my ABCs. And I will never forget this. I started freaking singing.
I still sing if I have to come up with my ABCs. I still do that today. That is a valid tactic. Are you kidding? That is a valid choice, because if I have to think of letters of an alphabet, or if I have to alphabetize something, which, how often do you have to do that?
Right,
But
never.
still, I will still sing my ABCs to find out, what comes after O.
Yeah, it was like traumatizing. I'm like, why can't we all do this together like the Pledge of Allegiance? Come on.
So I can just lip sync instead of actually know them.
I need to write a book. Well, if Mallory can, anybody can.
Apparently, yeah, anybody can do it now, which is great. Do it. I think Randy's wisdom needs to be out there in the world.
I think everybody has at least one book in them. And I think YouTube has brought us right where we need to be. But right now, I want to talk politics and religion, everything that I used to say I would never talk about. And
Right.
so I have to reel myself in. Yeah, I heard you go, oh.
Well, only because you mentioned Candace Owens again,
Yeah.
which we're not going to get into today, right? Or we probably don't have
No.
time. We've already been on for an hour and a half almost. But, and we're mad at her again.
Yes.
So we can't keep that even straight.
No. Yeah, sweet wait. Good to see you too.
Hey, sweet wheat.
Yeah. I mean, she has definitely, she's definitely on. She has let her hate for Israel sway her so badly that she can't see past her hatred. And I hate that for her.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I think that we should be celebrating, the release of some of the hostages.
Definitely. Yes.
And
Flava, what's your take on Candace? How do you feel about what she's doing? Do you have an opinion? You know what it occurred to me, and maybe just because I'm stupid, I don't even know what it is she's trying to say the conspiracy is. Just that
Right.
we don't know everything. Well, of course we don't. We're not the FBI. Why would we know everything?
Well, the conspiracy, what she's putting out is he was not shot with that gun. He was
And she's
definitely
basing
shot
that
from
on
the
her
front.
dream
Yeah,
and a vibe check and a
a
hunch.
vibe check. Yes, I'm so mad at her right now. I have a respect for her, but you know, and I'm a little, and okay, good. I think Flava agrees with us on Candace, and I think that's a great conversation. I love those conversations, but I like the debates too. You know, people. I don't mind debating somebody as long as they don't take it personal, because I'm not going to take it personal.
Yeah, I
I'm-
don't mind having the conversation. I want more than I had a vivid dream or vibe check or a hunch. I want more than that. I want to see actual evidence and proof, and I don't want her to be telling me that it's, next episode I'm really going to show you the tea, because I feel like we hear that all the time.
Yes.
Next episode I'm really going to show you this, and next episode is coming this, and we wait a whole weekend, and then we have to hear for that, because it just feels like she's only doing this to promote her channel.
Yes. Well, not promote, but the clicks, the views, her money. She's made a bag off this.
Of course she has. Too many conspiracies, right?
Yeah.
Everything's a conspiracy, but there's been no evidence.
And then I watched the guy that she called out from Turning Point. You know, I watched him. He's like that. He knows where she got the screenshot where Charlie said that he was disappointed. You know, there was somebody pulling their $2 million donation. And absolutely, Cass, I'm okay with being wrong, but I do love to be right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't mind being wrong. Hey, Perplex QT. I hope you have a great weekend too, sweetheart.
Yes. Josh Hammer, and he spoke out and he said, yes, he said she got the screenshot from someone who works for the government, because so-and-so gave it to the government. They handed it over to Candace Owens. But then you have, he said, but what she didn't mention was later on, or maybe she didn't know, that they had like a Zoom meeting where they talked it out and they talked about it. And that's the stuff, that Candace is not going to know, because you can't screenshot a Zoom meeting. Maybe it was recorded. Maybe he'll play it for us. But, if I talk shit on somebody, I expect to be able to say that to my friend when I'm friends, because it was a group text.
Right.
And because that's how I'm feeling at that time.
Yes. And I would expect them to keep that private even
Yes.
after I'm gone.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet. That is true.
Yes.
I am happy about the hostages. I mean, that is good. That is good stuff.
Me too. And now it's time to release the dead bodies. And I know why they don't want to. But
Why?
because they probably don't want to admit all that's past.
Yeah.
But
also someone up here, I think it was Pammy B, yeah, said justice has been received for Cash Gernon. I couldn't be happier about that. Yes.
yes.
I did hear that as well. That is awesome.
He pleaded guilty.
Yes.
And do you remember the baby a while back that they said got kidnapped out of that woman said she went to change the diaper, and
the guy said hello and she got the Haros.
Yes.
Yes. What happened with them?
He pleaded guilty today for murdering the baby.
What?
Yep.
Wow. And did he say where the baby is?
No, I don't think so.
Wow. He pled guilty today?
I think it was today. I read it today.
Wow.
And that was going to be a trial that I would have loved to go to, because he can go to hell. But the mama too, which I shouldn't say that. I'm going to take that back. I think she was abused. So I'm going to take that back.
The thing that the hardest part about that with me with the mom is that she knew what a piece of shit child abuser that man was when she got with him.
True. I
She
forgot
knew
that.
that. She knew that because he already had damaged another child for life. That child.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That child is alive and for the rest of her life will be bedridden, can't talk,
Mm-hmm.
can't do anything but be there
And this
because
is
of
why
what this dad did to her.
we have to stop letting criminals out.
Right. That was the one that the judge and the I think it was the governor actually called the judge out, right? Isn't that the one where he said, I'm letting you out. I'm gonna let you out with like a slap on the wrist. You got like work release or something. And he was like, don't make me regret it. It was that guy, right?
Yes.
Am I mixing up cases or is that the same
No,
story?
that's it. That's it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, if he would have stayed in prison like he belonged, the state completely argued with the judge, please don't let him out. Please don't let him out. Yeah, the DA, right, wasn't the governor. I'm crazy. It was the DA. Thank you. The DA is not happy with that judge at all, and he shouldn't be. And he absolutely put him on blast. But he was like, no, he needs to be in jail. And the judge, for whatever reason, as he's allowed to do at his discretion, let the guy go. And if he wouldn't have done that, then that baby would be alive today.
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
And we knew the dad was guilty. We knew that
mm-hmm.
because he, and I think they knew it too, because the dad like took him out to this big giant field in the middle of nowhere to look for the baby. And I mean, if that's where they dumped the baby, unfortunately, the wildlife out there probably, sadly, took the body, and you'll probably never see that baby again. So fucking gross.
And Cash Garland, sadly, that seems like so long ago.
It does. It really was in YouTube years. That was a long time ago.
And am I thinking, is Cash the one? Yeah. The guy broke in the house and just killed him, right? Yeah.
I remember it's the one when I think of Cash Garland, I think of Molly Golightly. Didn't she like harass the grandma or something?
Yes. Cash Garland and Justice family used to come in here sometimes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yes, Tammy B. It was.
I remember.
That was a long time ago. Now when are we going to be able to find Summer Wells?
Yeah.
I just don't understand. But Dylan.
The Alexi Treviso case where the girl lied to everybody and said she wasn't pregnant, had her baby in the hospital, went in for back pain to the emergency room, ran to the bathroom, had her baby, cleaned up the mess as best she could, dropped the baby in the trash, and came back out. That case where she was too scared to tell her mom that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what case I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. That case, she had a trial date set and everything, but all of that got put on hold because they went up to like a federal level or higher level court because they said that they wanted all of the statements made in the presence of the police thrown out because it's HIPAA violation, it's doctor-patient confidentiality. Why are the police in there with body cameras getting her recorded statements? And it worked. All of those statements got thrown out. So apparently the prosecution is saying that is basically destroyed their case, which I don't see why it should destroy their case, but it is. They apparently that's what they said. So I don't know where that case is going now. But for some reason, I really do not want that girl to walk. I'm really bothered by what she did, what her mom, because her mom clearly didn't want her having sex with her boyfriend. So she was too scared to tell her mom that she was having sex and that she was pregnant.
But we saw her pictures and she definitely looked pregnant. So it's kind of hard for me to believe you live in the same house, but you don't see. We don't even know.
I think you don't see what you don't want to see. In sometimes, and mom wanted to believe that her daughter wasn't doing what she was clearly doing. And she obviously was too scared. And when they came in and they said, we found the baby, and she's like, it wasn't making any noise. It just came out of me. Like, bullshit.
Yeah.
You tried to hide it. It's exactly what you did. And I'm mad at her. I do not want her to walk.
I don't either. Wasn't the baby in a garbage bag?
Yes.
With a garbage bag on top? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. She clearly tried to hide it. And from what I understand, I don't know if this is true or why I know this information, but the afterbirth, the placenta and all that comes out after, apparently she used her teeth to rip it up into small pieces so she could flush it. And she'd rather go through all that than just tell her mom that she was pregnant.
Shiminy Christmas.
Right?
That's disgusting.
It's fucking nuts, man. Nuts.
And I don't know if y'all have ever seen that because, I had the pleasure of seeing my grandchildren's be born. My grandchildren's.
Yes.
I'd never looked at it before, but I saw it, and it's not small.
No, it's gigantic.
Yeah.
Well, it holds a whole ass baby. Like, it's big. I don't know. It doesn't hold the baby, I don't think, but it's big. Yeah, it's huge. That's what's been nourishing your baby this whole time.
Exactly, Cass. It's a murder of a baby, and the baby, the court is going to have to be the voice for the baby because the baby doesn't have a voice, like so many murdered babies.
But so far that's not what's happening. So far, what's happening is that all the evidence that we've seen already, because the police videos have been released, all of that gets thrown out. A jury's never going to see that.
That's crazy.
How do you give birth and then act like what? Yeah, there's nothing casual after I gave birth. No, she just walks. She puts her pants back on and just walks out. Who? What? Like, damn.
Oh,
That's pretty tough.
To be young.
Yeah, that was not me after I had my babies. I think I crashed.
Thank you for putting your name, Samara. My mom knew before I did that I was pregnant. Moms know, and so does God. I hope she's healthy. I do too.
Oh, I know, and it's terrible. I don't have any mercy for this girl. I'm so mad at her. And I want her to pay. Oh, that case really bothers me. So I definitely want to cover that when it. Where
does she live? Maybe I'll go.
I don't remember where she lives now. I can't think of it offhand.
I don't know if I can be in the room with her.
Knows.
But I can be in the room with her. I really wish I'm never going to get to sit and glare at Stephen Stearns, and I really hate that.
He's such a wuss. That's such a pathetic piece of a human.
I know.
He makes me sick, and you just know he smells bad.
Yeah, they said he was refusing to shower even.
Oh, I bet even before jail, he was refusing to shower. He just seems like a dirty pig.
I agree.
Yuck. He makes me sick. If they're locking up women who buried their babies in a shoebox 40 years ago, that girl better do some time. She could have told a nurse she was afraid of her mom. Exactly, Cheyenne. That's exactly what it was. She was afraid of her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I can get it because the mom was clearly overbearing. She's 19 years old, and here's mom right up her ass in the doctor's room. She doesn't have she's 19. The mom doesn't even need to be in the room. Get out, mom. Let me talk to my doctor. Let me be honest with my doctor. But no.
Right.
I wonder what that mom feels because, that was your grandchild. Like, do you feel, I wonder if you feel any type of way? Yes, sweet. Yes, hold on. I have just the thing to show. Hold on, please.
No, mystery all, but that makes me happier than you know. If I could see the book be thrown at her, I would be tickled to death.
Who are you talking about?
Jen Soto.
Oh yes, I know you've been having a problem with her for a long time.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Here we go. Everybody say goodbye.
Oh.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Wogs.
Bye, Wog. Sorry you lost your channel, buddy.
No, I'm
So
not.
sorry.
I'm not
Look
sorry
at that.
because you're a racist.
Such a sexy, sexy animal.
Yep. I defended him too.
So many times. Too many times.
Yep. I mean, the things that he has said, I just can't. I can't.
There's his
deal
sexy
with-
eyes. Look at them sexy faces. Woo, sexy eyes. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah, he lost his channel.
Oh,
I was one of the people that helped report it.
I would say his racism, Cass. He has been so racist. Like, if you're, I don't want to. I can't repeat the things that he said. I cannot imagine living my life that way
No.
at all.
So
Oh.
hateful and
me see.
homophobic. Just disgusting, some of the stuff he's been saying.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been saying some of the most vile, nasty shit. And I don't know where Misfit Jenny is. Apparently she's gone, but I don't know what
Leah.
gone means. I hope
Yeah,
she's left him again. When the last little clip that I heard, she was saying something about how she didn't have a phone for like 2 months. And the first thing I think I was on the phone with Randy or texting Randy when it happened. And I said, why doesn't she have a phone? That terrifies me that she's out there with this ass and has no way to contact anybody. That is terrifying to me. Why doesn't she have? I'll buy you a phone, Jenny. Please let me know if you still need a phone. I'll get you one.
I
Like,
need
that is
links at
scary.
Mystery Y'all. I need links. Yes, Jenny, if you need a phone, we can pony up a phone, I'm sure.
I'll give you my phone. It's fine. I'll get a new one. You can. I hope she's gone. I hope she did leave. But all I heard is that he said she's gone. But I don't know. That could be at work. I don't know what that means. Yes, him holding his fist up to the back of her head. Yes, I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
And calling her names.
Yes, calling her everything but a child of God.
Mm-hmm.
He's so fucking nasty to her.
Oh, Tawanda, I bet. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I would rather be punched than called names. So, by a man, I'm not going to sit and be belittled.
Yeah, she's left many times. I know, but I don't know what gone means. I don't know if she like left him and is trying to make her way back home.
Well,
I don't know.
It was a night that I couldn't sleep, and he was live, and I heard him say, I want a woman to love me. I'm going to find there's a woman out there that'll love me unconditionally. Well, unconditionally, I think everybody's got to have a few conditions as far as alcoholism and that, because you can't live with that.
No, what he wants is a dog to sit and wait in the corner for him to call. And then the dog has to come over and just love and love and lick and love and love and love and love. And then go back to the corner and sit down and wait when he doesn't want to deal with that again anymore. That's what he wants. That's what his unconditional love looks like to that selfish bastard. Sorry.
Right.
Go get yourself fucking help, dude. Get yourself some fucking help. Always, sweet, always. Tawanda, I totally believe that. I don't know why she went back. When she said she was going back, I'm sure lots of people tried to tell her not, and she doesn't like us. We have bad history. She doesn't like us at all.
Mm-mm.
But still, it doesn't matter if you like me or you don't like me. You shouldn't be anywhere without a phone. Not in this day and age. And any man that tries to tell you that you cannot have a phone, that's abuse. That's abuse.
Really? Thank you. I don't guess that's a good thing. My live says YouTube feature. Hey, thank you. Next. Exactly. I praise my now husband for sticking by my side through my drinking. He should have left me.
But
Well,
you
I'm
got
not saying-
help. Thank you, nice. You got help,
Yeah.
and and you worked hard for that. You worked hard for your sobriety, and I'm so proud of you for that. And I'm proud of Log whenever he tries to do it too. I am.
Yeah.
He doesn't like us either, so he don't care what I think. But I am proud of him when he does it. But when he turns back into this. He turns back into such an abusive racist. Oh, just
Yeah.
Awful.
And
He
I
has been
always think,
abusing her. There's no doubt in my mind. Same, Tawanda. I absolutely believe that.
hey, Chloe, when they talk to you like that in public, so you have to wonder what's going on in private.
It's got to be worse. Oh, that's awesome. Thank
3
you, Next.
years. Way to
So
go.
happy for
That's
you.
a feat.
So happy for you. Thank you, Next. That is incredible. Good job. Yeah, he wants everyone else to change for him. No, there is no change for you though. Nobody can. Nobody can change to become what you need, Wog. What you need is impatient. That's what you need. And no woman can give that to you. It's just not possible.
I didn't, but I see that there's a Netflix show about it. But I also saw, and I needed to read, somebody had dropped it in Discord, but I had seen this too. They have declared a woman's suicide, her death a suicide when she was stabbed 20 times in the back
How?
and once in the chest.
How?
I don't know. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't understand
Ellen
that. That
Greenberg,
doesn't
is
make
that
any
her
sense.
name?
He talks to women so terribly. I can't stand that. Yeah, he does. He talks to everybody terribly. He's awful.
I said hi, Chloe. I don't know who you're talking to though.
Hi, Chloe. I thought I said hi too. If I didn't, the YouTube thing isn't showing names correctly. So if I missed you, I apologize. But hi, thank you for being here. I just and I didn't say hi to Samara. Hi,
Yeah.
Samara. Good to see you.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? How'd she? Yeah, that's how I want to die. I want to bleed out slowly. Duh. Come on.
Well, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, how is that an official autopsy? Like, that makes no sense.
Right. And it's not even fresh. I think it had it happened a while back. What was her name? Ellen was M'd. I think she was too.
Yes, thank you. Next, he does. He needs inpatient for at least a year, and then he needs to have some help after that. Transitioning back.
Sober living.
Yes, that's what it's called. Thank you, sober living. And yes, and I hope he gets it. I do. I hope he gets it, even though he's hates us and is a racist bastard. But whatever. I do hope he gets it.
There's a good documentary on Hulu about Ellen Greenberg. I'm gonna have to watch that because look, this happened in 2011, and the family has caused such a ruckus. They, I guess, again looked at the autopsies and stuff and declared it a suicide. I just don't understand.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me either, honestly.
Official finding of suicide by the Philadelphia medical examiner. She was found with 20 stab wounds, and her family has long disputed the ruling of suicide. But a recent report reaffirmed.
How did she stab herself in the back?
Oh, really? I know him. Thank you, Nick. Right. How did they get that? Because you can reach your neck, I guess, because the picture I shot that they were showing, it was like the top of the back of her neck. But you can't really stand to do that 20 times.
I don't know how you do that. Did she have like an electric knife?
Right. Or
You know
does she
what I
have
mean?
a good old buddy that would do it from her?
But then that's not suicide. That would be a homicide.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, it makes
I
no
know
sense.
him. Thank you, Next. I may be able to message him on the Twitter and get some info. He was my courtroom buddy.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Pammy B. Also, Hulu has put out a new series. I haven't started it because I think they're going to do that stupid release one episode at a time bullshit that I hate. Oh, Netflix has one too.
Remember back in the day when that's all we could do?
Yeah.
We had
Now
to wait a whole week in between episodes, like cave people, like cavemen.
But they're doing the.
I need to watch all 24 episodes in a single day, or I haven't lived. Are you even really watching a show if you don't binge the whole thing?
So I may or may not be in Gavin Fish's Facebook group, okay? And so I'm trying to find out more about the sheriff that shot the judge because there's a lot that's came out.
Yes. We are spoiled now. Yes.
We are spoiled. But let me tell you something. They have nailed the Alec Murdaugh. They have nailed him. Whoever played
Good.
him. And now what I mean is like whoever is playing him in this
Oh, I'm sorry.
movie,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Is he having a new trial like right now as we speak?
I don't know. I think they're trying. Maybe they're pulling him in for all that the stealing he did from people.
Oh,
But
okay.
I missed that trial.
I know you were really into that one. I
Yeah.
missed the Adelson trial, so I get it. I totally understand. I could have
Chloe,
watched another 2 weeks of that trial.
is there something happening? The Murdaugh death is. It's. Did you watch it? The Murdaugh death in the family is amazing. So you've watched it? Is it? Are they doing it episode by episode, or can I watch the whole thing?
I don't know. I know that
I
the
think
court
it said.
reporter lady was getting in trouble because she wrote her book, and in her stupid book, she like admits having, inappropriate contact with jurors, which is something she's not legally allowed to do. And she keeps trying to call it artistic license, but that's not good, lady. So I didn't know if his verdict got thrown out or not. I hope it didn't.
Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it. Jim
I
still
hope
wants him
not.
to be innocent.
No, he ain't innocent. Sorry.
I want him to be innocent too. I don't want to think someone could do that, but that's why. And me now, it's not. The next episode comes out October 21st. See,
Like cave people, I'm telling you.
yeah, the Darlie Routier case. I've always been interested.
The 9-hour live by Lauren about her stalker. No, I did not watch that. But I feel like we've come full circle now because that's what we started talking about when we first went live. I need to look into that. I just heard about it today. I hope she's okay though. That's very scary.
Chloe, who are you talking to?
I think her and Samara are talking. But I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to look into that.
I can't watch Game of Thrones. It's like watching porn.
I haven't watched Game of Thrones either. You know what? You know what's
Really?
so funny? Yeah, I've never seen it, but I've heard it was good. But you know what you just said right now reminded me. I was up in the middle of the night because whatever, I'm old and I can't sleep sometimes. And Sex in the City just happened to be on. I've never seen that show. I've never watched it.
Neither.
That's porn. That's all these people do is just have sex with people. It's the whole damn show.
I've never watched it, and it's named Sex in the City.
But that's all. It's sex and sex and sex in the city. You're like, that's all they do.
It's I don't know. It's there's a lot of stuff going down. I have got on tonight.
Have you watched it? Have you seen the series?
I've never
are you
watched
a fan?
it. No.
So you've never watched it?
No, and I love clothes and I love Sarah Jessica Parker, but I just never got into it. So Amber said Darlie happened on her street. She was 15 and she went to her trial. I cannot fathom that she's guilty.
Oh God, you're gonna open up a whole big old box of worms
with Brian, and he wants to debate it. I'm like, I'm not debating it with an expert.
Right, he knows it inside and out.
Yes, I'm basing it on. I don't see how she could have stabbed her babies.
Game of Thrones. I've heard that Game of Thrones is amazing. I have heard that it's absolutely incredible. Here's Tracy. She's not. See what you're gonna do?
I don't think, and she's on death row. And this is why I think we should get rid of having the death penalty, because how many years now has she been on death row? And what's up with her husband? Why is he all innocent? See, Darlie is guilty. It's so Darren. See, he slept through the mayhem. I was something up with him. You think she's guilty? I think. See, it's so mixed. But if you see, the thing is, Tracy knows the ins and outs, and Brian knows the ins and outs. I don't know the ins and outs. I know I used to know more than I know now. Because I took notes on it one time. Me and B did a stream, but B thought she was guilty.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I remember the first time, and I was very young when well, not very young. What year did that happen, Tracy? Do you know off the top of your head?
We could host a panel with Brian and Tracy and you.
No, not Brian and Tracy. They're not allowed to discuss.
I thought they wanted to discuss it.
No.
Oh, all right, never mind then. Does Brian think she's innocent or guilty?
Guilty.
Oh, okay. And Tracy
He's a
thinks she's guilty.
multimillionaire. I didn't know that. No, Tracy thinks she's innocent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, but then see that they'd be the two best people to have on as the debate.
Yeah, but they really get into it, and that's what started their war. 96.
Well, we'd have to
I
have ground rules. No warring after this. Like this is just a one-time thing.
what happened in 96? I would give anything to go back to 96.
96. Wow.
That was such.
I didn't even have any babies in 96.
I did.
I was close. I almost had a baby, but not 96.
I did. Me and
I was
Jim
still
were
in
dating.
college. Oh my God, those days. Long master's degrees,
June 6th.
long nights. Right? I think we should definitely do it. I think it could be great.
All right. So we're going to mediate Brian and Tracy?
Well, just yeah. I mean, you have the questions, so I think you should discuss it, and I'll be the mediator. Like if it starts getting out of hand,
Okay.
No.
Tracy, you up for it? I think Brian would do it.
I think Brian would absolutely do it. I don't know if Tracy would do it,
But we have to do it
but
like
they're
we
not
do.
allowed to fight. They can't fight, and they certainly, which I think they both have come to the place in their life where they're not interested in fighting. Although I don't know, Tracy kind of kicked his door in like a year ago. I don't know what she was doing, and that lasted a good couple weeks.
You know, one of the stab wounds, and correct me if I'm right, but was penetrated the baby all the way to the floor. Brian thinks it's okay that the judge admitted to having Alzheimer's during the trial. Well, you know, we had.
I mean, is that not significant though? That's kind of significant, don't you think?
I think it's kind of an important kind of thing.
I
you
think
know,
it's important.
drop a link right now. Oh, I got her stirred up.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Tawanda. It can't be a poke the bear thing. Are you dropping the link or? Oh yeah, you
I
did.
dropped it. Yeah.
It can't be a poking the bear thing. Like nobody's gonna fight. It was 1 millimeter away from her main artery.
Yeah, because
Wow.
she had injuries. That is what made me think that she was innocent too. The bruises on her that did not, that if I'm right, I think I'm right about this. They didn't get shown in court.
Why not?
I don't know. Tracy will know. And you know, they try to say that she had a scratch. No, they cut her throat. She had like staples or stitches and.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. This is why Brian and I cannot do this,
Okay.
because I'm a firm I wasn't there. So I will never step out on a limb and say I am 100% convinced that Darlie Routier is innocent. Because in order to do that, I would really have to know. I would have to have either witnessed it or not witnessed it.
Right.
I
Right.
am
You have to be
right. That's like when people-
99%.
Yes, don't ever
Yeah.
say you know something
Right.
if you don't truly know it.
Exactly. You weren't
Right.
there, so you can't 100% know, but
But in order to convince me that Darlie Routier committed this crime, now, sadly, mothers kill their children.
Yes.
They did.
sad, sick. It
Yes.
happens.
Yes.
But you're going to have to explain to me, because the medical examiner testified that Damon could have lived up to approximately 9 minutes. Damon being the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So Darlie was on the phone with 911 for 2.5+ minutes. So to take that away from 9 minutes,
Okay.
what are we down to?
7.5.
6.5 minutes.
6.5 minutes.
Right. Because then
Math
it'd be a
really
half
is-
and take you to 7 and then 8, 9. So yeah.
Math ain't my
6.5
thing, y'all.
Now keep in mind, Damon was still clinging to life when the first officer got into the home.
Okay.
Okay. The officer testified he saw the light fade from the baby's face. You hear Darlie on the 911 call talking to Damon,
Okay.
saying, hang on, baby, whatever. Now, my first question is, before she picked up the phone and called 911, wouldn't she be certain that both children are deceased so that neither one could look and say, Mommy did this?
Mm. Yeah. I mean, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Or with Diane Downs, yeah.
Exactly. So now you have to convince me that in 6.5 minutes, whatever, 7.5 minutes, whatever we come up with, that Darlie Routier, who could have just waited until Darren wasn't home
Right.
and said, me and the kids took a nap and an intruder came in.
Yeah.
But instead, her husband is asleep upstairs with a 9-month-old baby who could wake up at any moment where he would be required to come downstairs, get a bottle, whatever.
Yeah.
So she chose to wait until this time because all the experts say she didn't snap. So in 7 minutes, and Darlie decides to do this while Darren is asleep upstairs. God forbid, what if Darren would have come downstairs when she was knocking over a lamp, knocking over a glass coffee table, pushing a vacuum cleaner around, breaking a glass, stabbing her 2 children, stabbing herself to the bone in the arm, stabbing herself in the shoulder. Keep in mind, the arm that was stabbed, she had to use her non-prominent hand to stab
Wow.
herself in
Yeah.
the arm.
Yeah.
So if you're right-handed, I don't know about you guys, but other than wearing a watch, my left hand means nothing to me.
It's useless.
I mean,
Right.
I'd like to hang on to it, but it means nothing to me.
Yeah. It is. It's pretty
I mean,
useless. Yes. Yeah.
It adorns a watch pretty well.
Yeah.
So she
yeah.
had to put it in her left hand, her non-dominant hand, to stab herself to the bone in her right arm, her right shoulder blade, cut her throat, run 150 yards, 75 down, 75 back. That's
Wow.
a football field,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
all in 7 plus a few minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't seem possible at all. So what is her story? That an intruder came in and did all this?
Yes.
But the problem is she doesn't remember anything. So she can't really help herself.
So she can't remember anything because of all the trauma?
I don't know. It's been how many years now? Since 1996.
Yeah.
Uh,
Damn.
but common, sometimes you have to use a little bit of. Do you know how much easier it would be to believe she did it and just walk away from the case and say, she did it, than to actually support her innocence?
I'm surprised she hasn't gotten a new trial.
Well, let's talk about the trial.
All right.
Because Brian doesn't seem to have a problem. And I won't just say Brian, the non-supporters. They don't have a problem with the fact that there were 33,000 errors in her transcript.
Wow.
And we're not just talking about not dotting an I. Actual words were changed from yes to no.
Wow.
So the courts hire another woman to redo the transcripts, but Sandra, what's her last name? Halsey was the original court reporter with the 33,000+ errors, was brought in front of a judge to answer for her faulty court reporting in the Darlie Routier case.
Yeah.
And you know what she said to the judge?
What?
I was afraid she might get off.
No. And did she
When-
get arrested for that?
No, she lost her court reporting license. When the judge said, "Why did you lie to me?" He originally had asked her a question and she lied to him. And she said, "I was afraid she would get off."
Oh
There
my
were
gosh.
tapes. The audio tapes from the trial were stored in her friend or her daughter's or someone's storage shed. There were tapes that were unrecovered. Of course, Brian and them will tell you it was just the, table of contents. In the United States of America, every defendant has a right to a verbatim transcript. That is what your appellate attorneys use.
Right. I mean, that's like fundamental.
Yes.
That is a fundamental part of the court is the record.
During trial, the judge says to the defense, Doug Mulder thought he could just go in there and just win it with, she's a Dallas housewife. She didn't do this. But
Wow.
no witnesses were called on behalf of Darlie's defense, by the way. No expert witnesses were called on Darlie's behalf. Okay.
Right.
Just
They
character.
didn't show. They didn't show the photos of her injuries to the jury, did they?
Well, now, the fact that I think the jury was offered those photos, but because there was 400 and something photos plus, I'm not so sure that the jury studied those photos because they watched the silly string tape
Yes.
9 times. Now, does that silly string tape look bad? Of course it does. Of course it does. But I can tell you that when my mother passed away, it was right around the NCAA championship. She was a big University of Kentucky fan, and I went out to her grave and put balloons and confetti and everything celebrating the fact they had just won the game.
But here's the thing with that tape. They didn't show the whole thing because there was more to that tape.
Yes, there was a memorial service prior to.
Yes. And they didn't show that where she was crying her eyes out. They just showed where she was singing happy birthday and spraying silly string.
Right. But because Jimmy Patterson, the lead detective, that was all like secretly recorded and he was threatened in court, he took the fifth. The lead detective was allowed to plead the fifth.
Wow.
Which means Darlie's defense attorneys did not get to question him on the Host Cemetery thing.
So Randy just sent me these pictures. Can you see these, Tracy?
Here's another one.
This, and it says Darlie Routier on Twitter. Oh God, it's so hard to read this.
Oh, you don't have to read that. I just got that. I may or may not be in a Darlie Routier Facebook group.
Okay, so anyway,
Well,
it says the supporters would have you believe that these are superficial wounds. However, this is just millimeters away from the carotid artery, I guess. There's like a big slash right here. There's a slash right here.
Have you ever seen a rolling paper like you would roll a doob with or a cigarette with?
Yes, yes.
The width of that
Damn.
is how close she came. If she did this, that's how close she nicked the carotid sheath.
Well, there's nothing about these injuries that looks superficial at all.
No.
Well,
Is-
they did use the word superficial at the hospital.
Wow.
And
She
and
was
the
rushed into exploratory surgery, and because no major artery was affected,
Mm.
because she only nicked the sheath. If she did this to herself. But if you go back to the original nurse's notes, yes. And that's an
Look at that.
exhibit photo. See the exhibit sign up there? Those are
Yes.
the ones I go by. I don't go by it because there was an author who wrote a book and he enhanced photos and made them look worse than what they were. So I don't go by none of those. I go by the actual exhibits.
Right. But look at this big slash across her neck
Mhm.
and this big
Right.
long thing on her arm.
Now,
A
some
horrible
of the
bruise.
non-supporters will tell you that was from a PICC line being
boy.
put in
Wow. The arm or the neck?
the
Arm.
the arm,
The arm. Okay.
the bruising.
Yes.
Other non-supporters will tell you that she did that after she left the hospital. That her and Darren did that to her to make it look
Wow.
as it's defensive. But if you
Wow.
go back and you read the original notes from the nurses that tended to Darlie Routier, they say in their notes, very upset, crying, hysterical. You know, they use words that would describe somebody in Darlie's situation.
Yes.
In trial, they eliminated every one of those words.
Oh my gosh.
Why? Because they actually had a mock trial where the nurses were called into either a hotel room or a courtroom. And this is all talked about. Watch the show, The Last Defense. A lady from the Innocence Project, she did it for both Darlie and another guy. Now, all I've ever asked for all these years is show me where this woman is guilty, because you can't explain why Devin's blood was not on the knife unless there was a second weapon.
Right.
Why is it only Darlie's blood and Damon's blood on the knife?
Hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That would be another
So
way.
is she getting a new trial? Like, is this even going
No.
to happen?
The Innocence Project, not out of Texas, but out of New York, has picked up her case. And since they've picked it up, more items have been sent away for testing, but it's pretty much closed lip.
So we don't know the status.
And the thing is Brian's going to come up here. God love him. And he's going to throw the same shit at me that he's been throwing for 20 years now. And it's basically just a repeat of the state's case.
Yeah.
I get that, Brian. I've read the transcripts. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But there's also there's nothing that Brian or anyone else has ever given me that can't be refuted.
Right.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Refuted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to
Nothing.
me.
Just give me something. That
Well, because
have
I mean, give me something beyond a reasonable doubt. Like that's what
Yes.
that's
Yes.
that's the standard, right? Reasonable doubt. And none of this is able to give reasonable doubt. Like I've got reasonable doubt just listening to this.
The judge during trial says to the defense, I may have Alzheimer's, but I'm only up to Z. You want to know what the
Yeah.
man died of 10 years later?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Wow.
But according to Brian, that's okay. Not a big deal.
That's not
a
enough?
big deal at all.
That's not enough to give her a new trial?
Not according to Brian.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna make Brian so mad. I'm sorry, Brian. Don't come for any of us. Okay, come on.
He'll go live. I'll get drugged for filth. I'm ready. I'm just not going to
No,
respond.
please, Brian. No. Hey, pussycat. No,
Please don't
please,
come for us,
Brian.
Brian. Don't
Brian
come
could
for us.
come in here right now and jump on panel if he wants. I don't care.
Yeah.
What I'm not going to do is spend another 15 years
Right. Right. We're
fighting
not doing
with
that.
him. I have
Not
yet
doing
to
that.
convince him of Darlie's innocence, and
Yeah.
he has yet to convince me of her guilt. All
Right.
I want is for the woman to get a fair trial.
That's exactly the sentence I was about to say, Tracy. I think we think so much alike, which is frightening, but sometimes, but I just want to see her get a fair trial now. Like, that's it. Like, if she's guilty, fine. She'll still be guilty at the end of a fair trial. Give her a fair trial.
But here's a question I've always had for the staunch non-supporters like Brian. My purpose for speaking out on this is to see that Darlie gets a fair trial.
Right.
What's yours? She's on death row. Do you want to push the plunger? Do you want to, what
Right.
is, you
You're
understand what
so
I'm
afraid. You're
saying?
so afraid that she might get let free, and you're so scared of that. Why? Why does that scare you? That's what I'm saying about, like you just said, about a fair trial. She'll still be guilty at the end of a fair trial if she's guilty.
And that's, I've never had, I mean, yeah, Brian gives me his standard, I'm not going to have people lie in honor of Devin and Damon. Brian, Devin and Damon were little boys who were taught to stay away from the boogeyman. They would not have liked you.
Oh,
I mean, no, I mean, that,
Well, how old were they? You said one
5
was
and
like
6.
9 months.
no, the one that
5
lived
and
was
6 or 6 and 7.
Oh, so definitely old enough to say who did it. Yes, you're right. Okay.
Hey, Cotton
God.
Candy Queen.
I'm not being mean, but don't we all teach our children not to talk to strangers?
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
So Brian running around acting like he's a friend to these little boys, that's false. I'm not their friend either. I didn't have the pleasure of knowing them.
Right.
But here's one thing I can say as a supporter. I don't even know what I am anymore. I get confused what I'm called. But I have never formed a personal relationship with Darlie Routier. And I've done
Right.
that because I don't ever want to be swayed, because every story I hear about Darlie is she's very soft-spoken. She's she's very easy to become friendly with. I don't want to
Yes.
do that.
Right. Well, because you're not being motivated by the fact that you're friends with her
Now, I do know her
or
mother,
anything. Yeah. But that's not why you're motivated by that. But you just want her to have a fair trial, because it does seem unfair that some of this stuff wasn't allowed to be admitted.
Yeah.
Well,
The judge
and
having
I'll-
Alzheimer's is a kind of a big deal. The court reporter
In-
lying because he
fairness-
didn't want her
in
to
all
get off. That's
fairness-
kind of a big deal. That's huge.
in all fairness, and I'm not one of these people that think, oh, it was a, conspiracy against Darlie Routier. No, I don't believe that at all.
Right.
What I believe is Rowlett was a brand new bedroom community, a suburb of Dallas, and they had a small police department who had never seen the likes of something like this. God love them.
Right.
God
Put them
love
right
them.
on the
What they
map.
had to, yes.
Yeah.
They called in a man that had some experience behind him. And within 20 minutes, he decided it was an inside job.
Oh God. Wow.
He admits this.
Wow.
Within 20. So what happened was you had all these inexperienced people who are listening to this expert, who are no longer allowing the evidence to take them where it needs to take them, but they are now putting the evidence where he says it is, inside that house.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
now you got Darren and you got Darlie. Well, I guess Darren's story checked out better than Darlie's, because Darlie don't remember shit, and Darren remembers hearing a glass break and running downstairs.
And he came down to what? The scene, just as it
Yes.
it was ending.
Total turmoil.
Okay.
Now they make a
It seems
big,
odd that he would be able to sleep through all of that.
So she has one final
Was a
state
very
level
big house.
appeal.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
what
Tracy.
happened-
What'd you say?
they had a very big house.
Oh,
So,
I see.
mean,
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't like it was just right down the hallway.
Okay.
But
okay.
What was I going to say? I
I'm
forgot
so
what I was
sorry.
going to say.
That was my fault. I cut you off.
No, it's not your fault.
You were talking about the evidence. They said it was an inside job. And now we have this expert here.
Oh, one of the things that everybody stays so hyper focused on is while on the call with 911, the 911 operator tells Darlie, don't touch nothing. And Darlie says, there was a knife. I picked it up. Oh my God,
Mhm.
we could have gotten prints.
Yeah.
Now, everybody says that makes her look guilty. What they failed to tell you is while on that 911 call, she's also talking to the officer Waddell. Was it Waddell? I don't know.
I
The
have no
first
idea.
responding officer
Yeah.
and Darren. So she has 3 conversations going on at the same time.
Right.
So while she's saying there was a knife, she's not talking to the 911 officer or the
Yeah.
911 dispatch. She's talking to Waddell.
Right. Right.
And
Not
God
to mention the
Brian,
trauma
forgive
that
me
she had just gone through, and her babies are dying or already dead right in front of her. How are you supposed to act?
And Brian, please forgive me if you go live to drag me if I got Waddell's name confused with the other guy, because I'm having a hard time here remembering there's 2 main officers
Yeah.
and Waddell was one of them. But it's so convoluted. This case is so convoluted
Yeah.
that it was sent to a higher court who sent it down back to the state and said, this case is so convoluted, we don't want it. So
Wow.
she's still in her state
But you need
appeals.
to, I don't care if you don't want it. You need to take it. Somebody
Well,
needs to make sure
yeah.
that this trial is fair. When did we stop caring about that? Your Honor. I'm
okay,
sorry.
here's another thing. And oh God, I got in so much trouble over this, but that's a whole nother. But at some point, Darlie Routhier's attorney, Dick Burr, went to visit Darlie at the prison. She's already convicted, whatever.
Yeah.
And he writes this letter to Darlie. Obviously, he went there to try to get her to admit guilt. Well, she wouldn't.
Yeah.
So Dick Burr wrote a letter to Darlie apologizing and to rest assured he believes more in her innocence than he ever has now. Now, in my opinion, the only reason for him to do that is if the state was offering a deal.
Right. Like who sent him
Admit
there?
guilt, we'll take the death penalty off the table.
Yeah.
We'll commute your sentence to life in prison. And if that's the case, she would be grandfathered in under Texas law in 1996, and she would be eligible for parole. She turned it down.
Wow.
Brian will tell you there was never an offer made by the state. So he wants me to believe that the attorney just went to Darlie, dangled this carrot in front of her face, and couldn't follow through if she would have said, okay, I'll say I killed my kids just to get out of prison. But because it's not on a state piece of paper, because we all know that a plea agreement is not written up until your client is ready to accept the plea.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that speaks volumes that the state of Texas would go to Darlie or go to Darlie's attorneys. Or maybe Darlie's attorneys went to them. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
But I don't have the original letter, but I released that and I got in so much trouble by Darlie's attorney.
Oh.
Because it was private between Darlie and her attorney. But I didn't care. At this point, I was getting tired of Brian's and Pam Collins's and all of them coming at me saying, there was never a deal offered. You're lying. There was never a deal offered. Yeah, there was.
But she turned
So
it down.
I just put the letter out. I was like, frick it. I'll take my chances.
Yeah. Wow.
Because
All right,
Darlene's mom
you guys
kept
keep
telling
going.
her.
I have to excuse myself for just a second. Randy, you guys keep going. I'm listening though.
Okay.
So what is it, Randy, that makes you feel like she might be guilty?
Well, I don't know. I'm on the fence. There's something about a sock that was
Mhm.
out, and that's confusing. And then like all their financial problems, and they said that's why she did it.
Okay,
Um,
but what they're not telling you is that yes, their bank account it wasn't overdrawn, but it was low. There's no doubt that the Routiers lived beyond their means. They were
mhm.
young 20-something-year-old kids making good money, living life. But did they live beyond their means? Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
But right after the boys were killed, Darren had a big deposit go into his account. He was just waiting on it. And what could she possibly, wouldn't it have been more financially responsible to kill Darren?
Absolutely.
Because he had a life insurance policy.
Did she not have any on the kids?
They had like those little 5,000 little tack on, when you get a policy on your family, let me put it this way, it was not enough to bury them. It was like 5,000 per
Oh,
kid.
okay.
Their
Yeah.
service came to over $15,000. So they did not profit off of it at all.
See, and I've never thought that Darren's hands were clean. If Amber brings up a good point here, she thinks he may have hired someone to do it.
Okay, here's my thing. I mean, Amber can believe whatever she wants. I don't, everybody, Brian can believe whatever he wants. I don't
Right.
care. Nothing we do out here is going to get Darlie out of jail or get her executed. It's just not going to happen. But here's my thing about Darren. Do I think he had anything to do with it directly? Like, because there was quite a bit of life insurance on Darlie.
Oh,
But
okay.
do I
Well,
think
yeah. And they stabbed her in the throat.
right? But my
Yeah.
thing with this Darren is I think Darren was doing business with some shady people.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had already had a running insurance scam on a car that, where you have somebody steal your car and then you get the money for it, blah, blah, blah. I think Darren wanted his house robbed, and then, he gets all of his items back. They get an insurance payout and somebody gets a little bit of money in their pocket. I think Darren was dealing with some shady people, and I think they were young. And the fact that they had plane tickets to go to Pennsylvania within the next few days, the fact that the only car at the house that night was Darlie's, Darren's Jaguar was in the shop. Darlie parked on the street, not in the driveway that night. I think somebody was paid to come in there, rob that house. And when they came in, they got shocked by the fact that not only Darlie was sleeping downstairs, but two little boys. And I believe those boys could have identified him, which tells me it's somebody from that neighborhood. Somebody those boys had seen before. Somebody they had seen at their dad's shop. And I don't believe it was just one person.
It may not have been just one person, being that there's possibly two murder weapons. And, one of the stab wounds wasn't it all the way through the body into the floor?
It did not. It did not. It did not go in and out. No.
Okay.
That's a rumor that,
Okay.
that even some of Darlie's supporters have said that, he was impaled, to the floor. No. I mean, they were horrific wounds.
Yeah.
But again, I have to go back to a timeline, which a lot of non-supporters will tell you there is no timeline. Well, yeah, there is. Well, they're like, well, from the time Darren went upstairs and went to bed at 11 o'clock until 2:30 in the morning. No, that's not the timeline. The timeline, you have to consider what the medical examiner said. Fucking dogs. Stop, you guys. About Damon living. Now, the sock down the alley. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Okay.
The sock down the alley has a little bitty spot of Damon's blood, a little bitty spot of Devon's blood, none of Darley's blood. Okay, but Darley's DNA. They don't know whether I'm sure they're retesting the sock. But back in those days, the test couldn't tell you whether it was saliva or skin cells, which to me makes a big difference. Because I've always felt like that sock was used to gag Darley.
Oh, it could have been. Yeah.
So I would really like to know if it was skin cells or saliva. But their expert said, what's this? Bevel. Tom Bevel was their expert. Let me tell you something. Not the first case Tom Bevel's been involved in and got it wrong. But Tom Bevel does a demonstration on how the blood splatter would get on Darley's back from the boys. Well, the way he's lifting the knife is just something out of the movies. It almost looks mechanical the way he's doing it. But in his theory, Darley had to be bleeding while stabbing the boys. So that would have meant she was bleeding while the boys were bleeding because their blood is on the sock. How did Darley get from her house down the alley and back and not leave one speck of blood?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. That's why I can never ever say that she's guilty, ever.
And that's what I said, Randy. Just somebody and give me something that I can't say, what if?
Right.
Give me something that I can't think of an alternative to. And then I'll gladly, it's been 27 years or something. I'll be the first one to say, I was wrong. She did it. Because it is so much easier, believe it or not, to believe she did it than it is to defend her.
Right. Sad. She's going to have to. Oh, gosh. It's been so long. I mean, I remember the first time seeing it.
Me
Like
too.
you
It came
said.
across my nightly news.
Yeah.
Like with Dan Rather or somebody like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, too.
And I remember telling my mother, God love her, God rest her soul, that woman didn't do that. And I just, as soon as the pictures were flashed of Darley, I was
Yeah.
like, she didn't do it, but I was damn certain Susan Smith did. From day one, I told Mom, I said, Mom, that lady, and my mom was the kind that couldn't believe a mother could kill her children. So, she always thought they were innocent, filicide or whatever it's called. But I had no doubt that Susan Smith had killed her boys. I had no
Me
doubt Diane
too.
Downs. But with Darley, I have doubt. And until those doubts are quenched, I'm going to continue to say, I don't think she did it, folks. And the sad thing is evidence, wet evidence. Darlie's shirt wet was mixed with Devin's shirt wet. Wet clothes were put together. Bloody wet clothes were put in the same bags with each other. Everything is so contaminated now. I don't know that they could retest it. I know they're
Right.
trying.
Well, you know, they have better stuff now if they could, but
Yeah, it's come a long way. You know, you have fingerprints that do not belong to the routiers in blood in that house. And according to them, it doesn't belong to the first responders either. So they must have all been printed. So if it's in blood and it's in that house and it's not Darlie or Darren's, then by God, I want to know whose it is. Because if
wow,
it's in blood, they were there while that blood was wet.
exactly. And so Lori D said the DNA was put in 2018 and still isn't in yet. That's crazy.
No, there's new testing going on. I'm not watching chat, but there's new testing.
Oh, okay, good. Because a while ago, Amber said she has one appeal left.
State.
Hmm.
The federal sent it back to state. Texas will never put Darlie Routier to death, ever. She might die in prison, but they won't put her to death.
You don't think so?
Nope. No, I don't. Nope. I don't. They're still reeling over the innocent ones they have put to death. Of course, they don't talk about it, like Todd Willingham,
I don't know.
Cameron. He's the man that was accused of catching his house on fire while his babies were in there.
Oh yeah, they put him to death. The trial by fire guy.
That Texas killed him, and then it came back that maybe we were wrong. Maybe
Oh, I
maybe he didn't start that fire.
Wait, I think I did know that. I don't know that I knew it was in there was a show about that. We watched it. I fell asleep, but Jim finished it, and I think he did tell me that he got the death penalty.
So
Mm.
unless that's Brian and them's goal is to just speed up the process, which I don't think it works that way. Just like it's not going to work by me saying that I think she's innocent or at the very least deserves a new trial. I don't think anybody listens to me. I think you could get 1 million signature petition, and that does not move the courts.
No.
But again, please tell me, what is your point for carrying on like this for 20 something years
Right.
when she's on death row? What more do you want?
Right.
I know what I want. I want another trial.
Same. I do too. It feels like it's. I'm sorry, but just listening to what you were saying about, them mixing all the stuff and being bad. It's like it was their first crime they ever tried to solve. Apparently, it was a day one on
and in
learning
defense
how
of
to handle
Raleigh,
evidence.
in the defense of the Raleigh Police Department, it was their first murder.
Yeah. So they obviously didn't know what the hell they were doing, but it just feels like every single one of these points that you've made individually should be enough to get her another trial, and let alone all together.
And now you know why I've been such a rockhead for so many years.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I don't know if she's guilty or not, but I do believe she didn't get a fair shot at defending herself.
Exactly. Darlie took the stand. She couldn't have done anything stupider than to take the stand.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that, people.
But if you're innocent, I'm sure you just think,
Exactly.
like, if I could just explain it, everyone will just like Randy with her pillow. Everyone's gonna want to meet this pillow, right?
The same-
That's what you think. That's what
The
you
same-
think. You think everyone's
same
gonna want
way
to hear this.
The same way that Darlie and Darren were encouraged to get an attorney before she was placed under arrest. You know what they said? Innocent people don't need attorneys.
Wow.
So they turned
that's
over the
horrible.
keys to their life.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I said, I just want to see the lady get a new trial.
Yeah.
Same. I'm with you on that. Same. And like I said before, if she's guilty, she'll still be guilty after a fair trial.
Absolutely.
So there's no harm in making sure she gets a fair trial with a judge that doesn't have Alzheimer's and a court reporter that's not lying and police officers that can tell the story without taking, pleading the fifth. Like none of that is suspicious to a jury. Like what the hell?
You know, when Darlie was in a little room off the side of the courtroom when the jury was out for deliberations, you know how she found out she was guilty?
No.
The celebration in the hallway from the court reporter and shit.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Not because a judge pronounced her guilty. I mean, he did eventually. But that's how she found out she was guilty.
God, that
Not
is so
because
gross.
she had been led back into a courtroom and stood in front of the judge and the jury of her peers,
Right.
who weren't even her peers, because her dumbass attorneys got it moved to Kerrville, which is one of the most conservative. If you watch The Last Offense, watch this juror. Her name's Carrie something. Her reasoning behind finding Darlie guilty is because she had fake boobs, dyed blonde hair, and flashy jewelry.
Wow.
I believe that.
Wow.
So, back then, all the young women had fake boobs, dyed blonde hair, and flashy jewelry.
Right.
I mean, that was Dallas.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
it's like, did y'all ever watch a show of Dallas? Even one episode, Carrie?
Oh, I
So,
remember
yeah,
the plastic
like I
jewelry
said,
days.
yeah, and I would get up here and debate Brian, but I think me and Brian can both honestly say that there's really nothing either one of us have to offer to the other one. He's going to continue on his campaign. I'm more of a silent supporter.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
appreciate what you did today, at least, because it's clued me into stuff I
well,
didn't
I'm
really know
sure-
about this
I'm
case
sure
at all.
you guys will get tagged.
I'm sure.
And
I'm sure.
and maybe Brian will come over here someday soon. I'm not even on the panel.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll answer all these questions.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he
Right.
wanted to have a Darlie Routier debate with me, but I'm not educated enough on it to debate Darlie Routier. It's the simple mom questions of, those are your babies, I don't see her doing it. I just I don't feel like they had enough, kind of like the Delphi thing. And I know, Tracy, you don't agree with the Delphi thing, but
That man did not do that.
I'm with you, Tracy.
I'm on the fence.
Or at least I don't feel
but-
like he got a fair trial. I feel at least that way. I don't like
can't
the
say
trial.
my soul doesn't feel settled with it. Like it.
Yeah.
The only evidence is the bullet.
That's not even evidence, in my opinion.
Oh, I
You
think it
can't-
is. I do, but
No, you can't take an unspent bullet and then shoot it through a gun and compare it as if it was still unspent. I don't understand that whole science there.
no, they chambered it, and then they dropped it out of the chamber. And when you put one in the chamber, it marks it. They didn't shoot it. They compared it to one. They did shoot some, but they also dropped some out of the chamber. But I'm unsettled with the fact that that's the only evidence.
Well, and that could have come from anywhere. I mean, I don't know. I'm not big trustworthy when it comes to law enforcement nowadays. But what gets me about that case is if Richard Allen would have ever said he was on those trails that day, they'd have never known.
Right.
That's true.
That is true.
If he'd have never come forward and said, you know what, I was on those trails that day, here's what I saw, he'd have never,
Yeah.
ever even been a suspect.
Right.
Because they don't have a clear picture of him. If you look
No.
I'll tell you who I think did it, and I think he's dead.
Oh. Who?
That's the man whose property they were found on.
Oh, yes. I think they looked at him
Mhm.
too, didn't they? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he's the one
did.
that lied about being at the fish store or the pet
Mhm.
store getting fish, which, he was just covering up driving while suspended. Yeah, we're talking about 2 murdered girls, and you want to lie to cover your ass about driving on a suspended. I don't
Mhm.
think I would have done that. I'd been like,
But
look, man, I didn't kill those kids. I was out driving. Me,
right,
lock me up.
on my suspended license.
Yeah, lock me up.
But I felt a real type of way about the judge that seemed to really hate the defense and seemed to shut them down at every turn. And so that was another trial that was frustrating for me, feeling like he wasn't getting a fair trial.
And
And I
then
wish we
one
could
of
have
the
watched it, but we
and then
didn't.
one of the
Yeah.
original investigators is killed outside of a courtroom. I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's a
There's
lot
so
there that
many tentacles to that.
yes,
And
yes.
I just don't think Richard Allen did it, man. I think they drove that man crazy. Everybody's like, but he admitted it. Yeah, he admitted it because he guards that had Odom patches on their. I still can't get over that. That
Yeah.
state employees are allowed to wear religious patches on state issued uniforms. But how hard is it to get in a man's head and say, if you don't fess up, we're going to kill your family? You know?
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Ugh.
yeah.
And at
Yeah.
that
It's been a
point,
heavy
he's like,
topic, but I love that we're talking about it.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's cool. Yeah. But
he's like strung out on whatever meds they're pumping him through.
right.
He's been in solitary longer than anybody should. Solitary confinement in this country should be no longer than 15 days. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's just the way it is.
It's just
But
cruel. Yeah.
so, and you got these people threatening him and threatening his family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would die for my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
I mean,
Yeah.
as hard as it would be to admit I did something I didn't do, if I really felt the threat, the honest, that it could happen to my daughter or my wife or my husband, or I would do it. I hate to say it, but I would do it. And I've
Well,
always considered myself the kind that you'd have to pull my fingernails out with pliers to
oh
get me
God.
to admit to something that I didn't do.
Right.
Yeah.
But to
But when
protect
it
my
comes to
family,
keeping your family safe, yeah, that's a whole
to
different
protect my
ballgame.
son,
Yeah.
and in his case, his daughter.
Yeah.
And this is a group that stretches across
Your
the
son
country.
has a daughter?
No. I'm talking about. Don't start
Oh,
that
I'm
one.
sorry. So sorry.
Oh.
So sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about in Richard Allen's
Richard
case, his
Allen.
daughter.
Yes, his daughter. Gotcha.
And you don't know how big this Odin group is.
Right.
They're telling him. I don't think the man did it. I really just don't think the man did it. And you're right. At the very least, give him a trial. That
Right.
judge did not allow anything to come in. And I
Nothing.
understand the whole alternative suspect thing. I know how that works. Like with Brian Kohlberger, he wasn't allowed to because he had nothing to tie the alternative suspects that he wanted to use to the
Yeah.
crime.
Right.
So I agree with that judge saying, oh, hell no, you're not going to ruin someone else's life when
Right.
there's nothing. But there are things to tie other people to
Yes.
the Monon Bridge, to
Yes,
that
I
area.
felt she
to
seemed
that-
very biased against the defense. And every
Oh,
time that they
yeah.
wanted to do anything, she just shut them down so fast. I'm just
Yeah.
like it just seems so biased to me.
Yeah.
But
It bothers me so bad that we live in a country that things like that happen.
yeah.
And okay, the judicial system is run by human beings. There's always
Yes.
room for error when it comes to a human being, but there's
Mhm.
also room to fix those errors.
Right. I mean, we have
I do
things that we
believe
can do to
Richard
solve
Allen.
some of that.
I do believe if they don't kill him in prison, I do believe he will get a quick appeal. I believe.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
I'd like to see him get a fair trial. I just feel like this trial wasn't. It didn't give me the peace that usually I get at the end of a trial. Like justice has been served. I feel good about this. I can, sleep well at night.
Like with
And
Kohlberger.
yes, yes. But with Richard, it was just so hard to feel good about it. Like, okay, I hope they're right. I really do hope they're right.
I-
But it was
I
hard
don't
for
think
me
they
to.
are, and
It didn't sit right with me from the beginning. It was
but what
definitely
people
hard.
need to understand is this could be anybody. This could be me. This could be you.
Right.
It's just a matter of maybe being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm. Circumstance. Yes.
That's what makes it so scary.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody should ever be afraid of justice, of standing in the judicial system, but it's scary.
Yes. Absolutely.
Come on,
Same,
Pam.
Pammy B. To be able to not watch the trial was so frustrating because
Yes.
everything we got was secondhand. So we're seeing it through their eyes, not necessarily through our own eyes. And it was, always, depending on who you listen to for the breakdown or the recap. I mean, that could be a bias somewhere, even though they tried hard
Well,
not
yeah,
to.
I listened to Andrea Burkhart, and she definitely was more pro defense, in my
Mhm.
opinion.
Yeah.
But I couldn't listen to, like, what's their names? I hate to even shout them out because I don't like them.
The only ones we listened to was some podcast, and people had their complaints about them as well. I thought they were okay. But I felt like they at least had a lot of detail, and they kind of, they did
The man
step
and
by
the
step.
woman.
Yes, it was a man
Yeah.
and a woman. I can't think of the name now.
Well, they had him convicted before.
Yes,
If,
I
if
think
we're talking about
they
the same
honestly,
podcast,
they
I tried to
honestly,
go
I
back
think
and
felt like
forth.
he was guilty.
I
Yeah.
definitely couldn't listen to Gray. No shame, Gray. But in my opinion, Gray has everybody guilty, no matter what. If you've been detained by a cop, you're guilty. That's how Gray looks at things.
Gray did a
There is-
great job on. We did listen to some of his stuff and watched his videos and stuff that he made.
He does
Which-
do great animated
Animations,
Yes, 3D. Yes, he does.
They
do
were
great
fantastic.
work there. Yes.
Yes.
But I
And it
can't.
was, I think the one thing that did get me was that what was it that he saw everybody that everybody else saw on the bridge, but no one seemed to see him or something like that, or was it the opposite of that, Randy?
Do what now?
The thing that I kept going back to during the trial was that on the bridge they would ask everybody, okay, did you see this person? Did you see this person? And they all did. They all saw the same people, including
yes.
Richard Allen, but nobody
Right.
seemed to see him.
Well, no. What it was all of those people saw. Okay, Richard Allen saw no one on the bridge when he was on the bridge. He said.
Okay.
He said no one, but everybody saw Bridge Guy. So everybody saw him, but he didn't see anybody.
Okay,
That's
that's
what-
what it was.
Yeah.
And that
So-
seems to not make sense.
Right. It doesn't make sense that he was there at that specific time and he
When
didn't
all these other
see-
people were there.
Yeah. And he didn't see a thing in the world. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was. I think that was the only thing that tripped me up. And clearly it tripped me up because I can't even remember it. So there you go. I want true crime, people. That's us. True crime breakdown right here. This is why we have experts on.
Exactly.
Yeah, Gray is good at mapping and stuff.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, he's good at that. All right, it's been almost 3 hours. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, Jim's home, so I better.
All right,
Tracy,
Tracy,
thank
I'm glad
for
you
coming
came up. Yeah, I don't know if we lost Tracy. I can't hear her anymore. She's talking, but I'm
Oh.
glad that she came up. It was good. That was a good conversation. It was
It
good
was.
because I didn't know anything about the Darlie Routier case. Oh, she said, "Kick me, I'm lost." All right. Thanks for coming up, Tracy, though. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad that I'm really thankful actually, because that was a lot of good information about the Darlie case. I'd never looked into it. I didn't really know any of those details. And instantly she's got me rooting for her to get a fair trial. I hope she does.
I hope now. I do think she needs a fair trial.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it was best night ever. It's awesome. It's good having her on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night and we will see y'all soon.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
y'all.